so
he's like so black.
We're now live.
Mm-hmm.
He is awesome.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. We had some technical difficulties getting started tonight. Joe's showing us his new pepperoni. Oh, I need to fix Joe's layout over here. I must fix this over here.
And pull the chat out if you don't mind.
I've done it, man.
It's not there.
I know. It's just because you're...
Pull out, Dave. Pull out.
This is how we got Chandler.
He's so rude. Okay, there.
Don't do 4chan dirty like that.
I love Chandler.
Yeah, don't do Chan dirty.
That's how you got
DK.
No, the just for clarification, that was 100% planned.
Just for clarification.
For clarification purposes, my children were planned. Like, we knew exactly when we were starting. We knew
What you're getting into.
Yep. Yeah, we, in fact, we waited 5 years before we had kids. It was just the two of us for 5 years. And before we decided to have kids, Julie and I and her parents went to Disney World. And so for adults, we actually did Disney World professionally. Mm-hmm. We had fast passes. We rode the ton out of all the rides. We were there basically from open to close for a week at all the Disney parks. I mean, we did it right.
Yep.
And it was our last non-parent hurrah.
Right.
And so when we came home, that's when we started having kids. I mean,
instantly.
Julie was instantly 9 months pregnant. A week later, we had our first. No. We came home, and that's when we started trying. Put the real effort, as it were, into it. So, anyway, welcome to the stream. I am the Great Green Arkle Seizure. We are running Hoard the Dragon Queen. I believe, I know we're in Chapter 8. I believe this is Episode 7 of Chapter 8. Standard disclaimer, if you plan on running this module and don't want to know how this book ends, you probably shouldn't watch this stream. But for everyone else that may never run it and you're just curious how things go, here you go.
Or watch it, and you'll forget in a year.
Or watch and you'll forget
because it takes so long to get through it.
Because it takes more than a year. If you're like us and you like to talk and have a good time, because we are not taking ourselves too seriously in the game. We do want to progress, but we're here to have fun. That said,
we're not finishing tonight.
When last we left our heroes, they had they were walking around the upper courtyard. And let me get a D4 to put back in the general location of our group. And that's because this map is not to any known scale at all. It's gigantic. If you can even see the grid marks are 5 feet. It's the scale of this castle is enormous. They had a conversation with the cloud giant who's currently in control / possession of Skyreach Castle. His name is Bladguthcus, I think.
Yobi.
After quite an extensive set of conversations, they convinced him that they were a better ally than the cult was as far as stirring up Dragonkind so that he still had his opportunity to rally the giants. But with their cooperation, they could deliver additional information about movement of the cult and where dragons could be found to, I guess to say, better aid him as opposed to the random aid that they were promising. In return, he basically said the ogres that are currently his servants would not get in the way of any of their pest removal procedures that may come along. And then there was a, looking around up top to kind of get a lay of the upper portion. And then that brings us to now. And as I understand it, the goal is MDK tonight, or package delivery.
Yes. And,
And when I started the stream,
uh-huh.
in fact, just for 30 seconds so the stream can see it, just because the intro thing didn't work. If you'll scroll over, not the wireless one, set that aside. It's just in the way. The other one, if you'll just click intro, we're going to go radio silent for a second. Just click intro. Yeah. All right, now we're back. The messengers of retribution is what I decided. There is a lot of
that's us.
there's a lot of message delivery references that have come up over probably the last 3 or 4 episodes, and so I thought the messengers of retribution fit the mentality of the group very well. So
Message received.
until they come up with perhaps a more formal name.
I like it.
You know,
That's called MOR. That's more. I like it.
You like
More messages.
Would you like more?
Yeah.
How about more?
Yeah.
More. More? How about more? So anyway, that's where we are. So what is your fancy? It is...
And I was muted, but I said, we're at now.
Yeah, we're at now.
Yeah, we're at now.
When?
Will
Just
then
then.
be now.
And now is probably lunchtime.
Oh, remember, it was light, and we wanted to...
Yeah, we're still working on the dark days.
So, one of the things...
So how dark do you want it?
Not
do you
yet.
want it?
We don't need to know dark
No.
30 yet. Because that's when
6
stuff goes down.
6 to midnight.
6 to midnight.
So I don't mind fast forwarding time if you're gonna wander around pretending to be Resmir and
Well, remember the vampire company.
Yeah, we don't want to be up
Yeah.
there. And then immediately
You changed the time for us, but we
And-
didn't move.
it's 11 p.m. There's a mist. Roll initiative.
That would have been funny. I would have been like,
Like what?
What?
That's
Like,
not what we
that's
planned. It's not about what you planned.
it's what you asked for. I mean, it is what we asked for.
So what?
We need
what,
to get that ledger.
Mm-hmm.
what kind of time frame? You have a number of hours before it is dark 30.
I say,
It is. We'll say it's lunchtime with you impersonating Resmir. It pretty much does give you a somewhat run of the castle, and if the balance of the party is staying probably nearby you, you probably won't have people
Delivering message room by room.
trying to
Why is that
basically
so
question
funny?
what it is you're doing.
Leave the doors open.
I'm just imagining we do our plan, and then one by one, I call someone in, and we continue to do the plan.
Okay.
So there's just gonna be a trail.
They all just come in the room.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Oh, Joe,
I do like your other idea, though.
I thought you
about
were
me.
coming into town,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. He was, and then he got a puppy.
but you didn't give him his die.
Because he never came to town.
That's what I said. You were coming to town.
No, that was last week.
That's what I mean.
And he didn't.
That
Because
was
he got
then,
You
Dave.
didn't because
Because
you
he
got
got
the
a
dog.
puppy.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Correct, and this is now.
Well, and Libby had Cam,
Okay.
so
So
we needed to be nearby.
if you will text me your address, I think I might have it somewhere, but I will actually put this in the mail for you.
Does he know about it yet?
Message received.
Yeah, because he had to, he
Did
did
you hear
his vote.
Oh, that's right.
Do what?
Do you hear me say that?
What?
I said message.
Oh, I did.
Oh.
You don't want to receive these messages.
Yeah, this is not a message you want to receive.
Did I get my delivery today, Mom? Did I get my delivery today? Well, why don't you go open that package, son? Bam!
Why don't you just head on out to the mailbox?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
And I think the
I don't
giant
see it.
agreed to
Okay,
slow the
thank you.
castle too. That was the
What?
other thing. The giant agreed to
Yes,
slow
the giant said that he would talk with his wife Escalada
Yes.
and give her the instructions to slow the castle slightly to delay arrival,
Right.
and but not so much that
It'd be suspicious.
that people would be suspicious. So
Right.
you know, and last time you all were outside and you saw that it was a reasonable breeze, you know, 10 miles an hour. You're probably going 6 now.
Cool.
Not that you would know that because you're
Right,
inside castle. You know, you're underneath the 30-foot castle walls.
Right.
I mean, you're pretty well protected. You have
Right.
a gentle, you know, as the air comes up over the leading edge, there's a little bit of a breeze, but it's
Right.
not a huge breeze anywhere, but it's enough that you're not going to get hot.
Right.
And the fact that you're surrounded completely by ice,
Yeah.
it doesn't take very much air current to feel
Right.
reasonably pleasant temperature wise.
All right. Well, what do you guys
All
wanna
right,
do?
so what are we doing? I envy you. Those are so good.
Thank you.
Mm.
You don't want one? You
Do
want a bite?
Do you have another one?
You need some?
No. Fine. No, we had a chili cook-off today,
Ooh.
and so
How'd you do?
I was nowhere near the winning. I'll just say this: I was somewhere between last and second to last. My chili is, and I found out that my chili is more. It's designed for Frito chili pie.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not super spicy. It's not really designed to be.
Not
sit
contest
down.
chili.
Right.
It is not contest chili.
That's how I feel like mine
The
is.
other, the chili
I
that
know.
other people brought, crazy good, insanely
Is
good.
any of it deer chili?
No.
Oh.
No game, but
No
one of the ladies here brought
No game.
white chicken chili, and normally I'm not
See,
a white chicken chili person
I make
because
some good fried chicken.
because white chicken chili is not
Yeah.
mentally it's like not chili.
not
Right.
chili.
Exactly.
But
It's
I'm
chili.
I'm just telling you, this was the best. This is the best I've ever had.
It's chili.
Best I'd ever had, ever, but hands down, and it was fantastic. So she got my vote, but most people voted for James. And you've seen James sometimes. He made 2 chilies. They both were good.
So he got double entries? That's messed up, man.
I was about to say he had twice the opportunity
Yeah.
to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he had
That's
first
unfair.
and second place, it's kind of hard. You know, the 2 chilies he made were by far the best chilies. He had one.
Wait,
that
was he also hosting the event?
No, it was one of the other guys' idea to have this. He was like, "Hey, every time it's Friday the 13th, why don't we have a potluck?" So he decided, "Why don't we
That's
all
cool.
do chili, and we'll
Yeah.
bring chili." And I said, "Okay."
There you go.
And then somehow it turned into a contest because one of the ladies here is a crafty person, and she made a first place ribbon. So
Oh, nice.
I guess now it's a contest.
That's cool.
And so, yeah, it was very kind of organic the way it happened. But I love my chili. I mean, or Julie's chili because she's the one that cooks it. But I mean, I love it.
You're not one of those organic types, are you?
What do you mean?
You open up a can.
Well, you said it wasn't. It was organic.
No. The creation of it becoming a contest became
Got
organic.
him.
But no, we don't
I
organic.
got you, Joe.
We don't. I don't eat organic really. My chili's dump chili, ground beef,
Our
chuck it,
poor viewers.
can of this, can of this, can of this, can of this, stir it up, you're ready to go.
Welcome to
I don't like
D&D.
chili at all.
What?
Nothing. He just says our poor viewers.
Hey, it's all right.
Well, we've got Lemon Ravager watching. I'm sure that's
That's
fine.
you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's me. Hey, it's all right. Like I said, we don't take ourselves super seriously.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you have any afternoon plans? Is there any?
We did need to eat lunch.
Okay. So
Fitting
let's-
into the cat. I mean,
Yeah,
that was
so-
the thing where.
So
Yeah.
let's
We'll
see.
have chili for lunch.
So fine. So you have chili
Yeah.
for lunch.
Yeah, there we go.
Um,
Well, I'm gonna give me a
contest.
food.
rata.
Mhm. You ever seen an elephant eat
Who
chili?
won the chili contest in the castle?
Yeah,
Dragon
was
wing
there a
number
chili
2.
cook-off? Let's have a chili cook-off. No, can we all roll? I
Yes.
want to make some chili. Yes.
Okay, so everyone makes chili. I'm rolling for the kobolds.
Oh, do I get a
I got
strength check
a
on
4.
this? Because
Huh?
I got an 8.
Okay. Seriously.
Okay. The kobold chili didn't do very well.
I got a
Do
19.
you
I'm
have
making chili in the chamber pot.
inspiration for any of the meats that you have?
Okay, I'm rolling again.
Yeah, can I toss some ingredients in to try and see if it adds anything?
No.
Like a D4?
No. No, you get one roll. That's it. All right, so you
I
got
tried.
a
A 4.
4 and you got a
3.
3.
19.
19.
I rolled twice. I got an 8.
You got an 8. Joe?
Use important.
I didn't participate.
What?
Say what?
I didn't participate.
He was just like, forget you people. I'm gonna
Are you the judging?
or something.
You're judging.
Napping in the corner.
The kobold chili came in with a 2. So the kobold chili, you know, it's like chewy and dry. It's real gamey. You know, like they didn't really cook it well. It's got gristle in it. You know,
Like they got done cooking and were like, oh, we need to add meat, and threw it in and said, okay,
Yeah.
now we're serving it.
yeah. So.
Mine had Bloody Mary mix.
Bloody, you say.
Yeah. And I served it to people.
Yeah, there you go. It was a little bit of Mary all ground up in it.
Drawing in the vampire.
Okay,
I know.
so we'll fast forward. We'll say that the sun is starting to set. We've had chili. Everybody's, well eaten, and people are still occasionally taking boxes up. But the pace of delivery and taking stuff into Class Hale's chamber is somewhat lightened this afternoon. There have been various napping dragon wings rotating through as people are a little overfull from tasting all of this chili potluck that took place. So, as the sun sets, the kobolds kind of for dinner kind of serve leftover chili. It's not particularly well reheated, and so as the sun sets, we'll say it's 7 o'clock-ish. The sun is setting. It's kind of dipped below the westward castle wall. So you've got kind of long shadows. It's not dark, but it's starting to dim up. What would you like to do? Because I'm assuming this is meeting a narrative that you're looking for.
Oh, yes. How could you have guessed what we needed?
Since they've asked me like 7 times.
We're not here anymore.
We are not. Can you go X-ray eyes and find a person of interest?
Okay. Sure. Do you think it would be better to use your arrow?
No, just go X-ray the door.
I could put
Okay.
Hunter's
Are
mark.
we in your quarters?
You can walk around wherever you
You
want.
can pretty much,
Okay.
at this point, probably... Here, let me see.
Yep, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I would say that you've been seen by enough people at this point, walking around with Rezmir, that you're probably not going to be questioned too much
Okay.
by people who don't already know who you are.
Okay.
That is,
People know me.
the ogres and the dragon wings and the kobolds probably would not question you.
Okay. Definitely not the ogres. They were just.
Ogres don't know how to wink.
Oh, he did though last time.
No, he just went.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
he.
he was
Oh,
like-
okay.
He gave you a nod.
Okay. All right. I will go look at that room. That like the big open. Yeah. Well, that one too, but we'll go there first because that's where the ledger was.
Yeah, there's nobody in there.
So. Okay.
Okay.
So we want to go.
There's no humans in there, let me say.
Uh-oh.
Let's post up camp.
Okay.
Until one of them goes back in there.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
you're there. And it gets darker. And you keep waiting.
They all can wait near my room.
And it gets darker. And it's now like 10 o'clock at night. The dragon wings have come by and they kind of remind everyone you have a kobold come knock on the door, and as true kind of night falls and the mist and the cloud starts coming up, you have a dragon wing come knock on Rezmir's door and saying, in case you're wondering about the time, Nightfall has begun.
All right.
And it's dark.
All right.
I don't know what you guys want to do. The plan is falling apart. They fucking let it happen.
Really?
I thought
Do
someone
we
was
want to
staying
check
in
the
there.
other room?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I would imagine they're both in there still.
Yeah, I mean, after
Do
that's
we remember
clear,
seeing more than one bed in there?
There were two. They were hanging out in this room.
Right, there were two
Yeah.
of them. But I
Yeah.
only thought there was one bed. So, oh.
Oh,
Oh,
you know.
My. It's that
So
kind
yeah,
of campaign.
I'm gonna check out that room.
Okay. You notice what appear to be two wizards in that room.
Ooh, they're doing wizardy things.
Are they touching wands?
Yeah.
No, they're not crossing swords.
Wizards don't carry swords, Dave.
Yeah. Duh.
Joe, Thylac might disagree. Every sword
I
needs a
don't think
sheath.
I have a sword.
Oh my goodness.
No, you can see them in there, and obviously in your X-ray vision, it's kind of a black and white
Right.
that you get, but you can see that lights or not lights, candles.
Mhm.
Candles have been lit. There's candelabras, and they're both standing at a lectern, and it appears that they're having a conversation, and they're both writing.
Oh, okay. Do you want to go get that ledger while there's no one in there?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So we did say we'd get it for him.
Yeah,
So-
we'll go pillage that other room.
Yeah.
Okay. So roll stealth.
All of us, or
Who's going in there? Does it take 5 people to go get a?
well?
Negative. I'm not going.
I mean,
to.
if you're Resmir, it might be better if you're.
Oh, I'll rock my way in there. Let's
that's what
do
I'm,
this
that's what I'm
thing.
thinking.
Okay. Then you get advantage.
That's 6. Dave. So far, this is not. Well, that's a natural 20, but it doesn't work because it's not in the thing. That's an 18 plus 5.
That works.
Yeah, 23 is fine. So you're able to walk through the door. You don't make material noise, and nope, nobody comes to. There's no happenstance of anyone walking in. So you're able to obtain the ledger.
Can you show me where you're at currently, from where we are?
In that room.
Just you.
Yeah,
Just
I mean, you guys are just hanging
Just
out.
Where?
Yeah, we're hanging out
Where
there.
were we previously? In that room?
You
You're
guys
all in
are around
Resmir.
here.
Yeah.
You guys are just
I came
hanging
out, looked at the door to see the two wizards, relayed that back to you guys, and then Resmir left the room to go check that.
Where are the minis?
Das Minis.
It's not you.
That is to me.
So you're like standing here. I know, but you're Resmir now.
Oh, so I can't be
We're not supposed to
Zenrik?
be outside at all.
Right.
We can be
'cause it's
outside.
dark.
We can be
Right,
outside
beyond
in this
one.
part, right?
This part, just not that part. Not like the big open area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or an orc?
Probably look more like an orc.
Then I'm gonna go out here and just stand guard, just outside the. Basically between here and there, just standing
I'm
there.
gonna put the bases on.
Yeah.
Can you tell Joe what happened, Lorraine?
Oh, no. So, I don't know if you got my text earlier or not, Joe, and don't feel bad because it's probably my fault. But when I texted you, I didn't hear back. We just started painting, and it turned out really crappy anyway, so it's okay.
It looks.
So she
good.
caught it on fire.
She painted your entire mini and then got your text.
Like-
Yeah,
red
but
and
the
gold.
problem was that my phone was nearly dead, and so I don't think I received your text message until I put it on the charger and got home at 3:30 in the morning, and so I was like, oh, okay, and then I looked at your picture and I was like, it actually looks really cool, and I would like to paint it that color, and I have that color turquoise at my house.
But
I
it's
checked.
completely
But it's
opposite.
completely different of what I already painted. But Jordan was like, we can just whitewash, or what'd you say?
Just wash it off.
We can
Yeah.
just wash it. We'll
So,
we'll
It
repaint.
will look a lot better than what it does right now, I can promise you.
You're right now red and gold trimmed.
Yeah, we thought we'd make it like your dye. You're muted, so yeah, that sounds like a good time.
You're
I
muted.
can
me.
hear you.
I can't hear you.
I can hear you.
Son of a bitch.
I said, I just appreciate that it was painted. I don't really care what the colors are. So that
Oh,
was
no,
really
you're
cool.
fine.
And thank you.
I love that. Like, no, what you sent me actually looks really cool. So I like to paint it that and make it look like that. So
Well, you could finish that one and paint the other one, and then he can just do a swippy swap.
True.
You could have a split personality, and that way you know
Yeah.
who's playing.
Am I an old man wizard or am I a young sprite?
wardrobe change?
Oh
This is the wizard.
my.
Or this is the
Yeah,
dwarf.
the
and this
double
is
fighter.
The backup dwarf that Joe plays.
Yes.
French.
Yeah.
This is Casey Dies. He has 2 characters.
Roll it again.
All right, yeah, I'll collect that ledger.
Okay. It's now in your possession.
Yes.
Sweet.
Okay, what's the plan?
So I'm just standing
you
outside the room
wanna-
facing this way right now. Just
Maybe you could call one of the wizards to your room.
To my room.
Or his room.
I really want. Yeah.
Be like, could you go to your room?
I don't know if that's gonna work because they did not receive me very well last time.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how we could separate them, though.
Yeah, but usually.
I think
Can I
thou
do a
dost protest too much. No, continue. You're talking.
I don't understand what you just said.
he's saying, why don't we try to separate them?
I
He's saying
want
we're
to do
not-
a history check if
I don't
I
think that's what I said.
remember
That's what he's saying. He's saying we need to.
if they slept in the same room together or not.
I don't.
Because I thought I remember hear people.
Yeah.
walk.
Yeah, I thought he had his own, and the bed was definitely, last time we were in that.
Yeah.
This other room, it was like you.
It was used. So at some point he'll probably be back in here.
Right.
So I'll just wait.
We can just leave his door open and, like I said before, paint blood. Be like,
Mark
this
it.
room!
Okay.
No, I'll do that.
I understand your plan. I understand your desire.
You do.
Yes, I understand that you're trying to separate them, and that will not happen.
Gotta keep them separated.
Dun, 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 dun,
Undisclosed
dun.
desires.
All right.
I'm just letting you know,
I know.
because I don't want to waste your time.
Yeah.
You don't want to waste my time.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
you're not going to
fine.
separate them.
that's fine. There was. Let's.
We
We
can
still need to
separate
see-
them one way.
We can still need to speak to them.
This one had. Yeah, it has the same thing.
It does.
It does. So, Michael, I'm gonna cast invisibility on you.
I'm in the hallway right now, right?
Yeah, you're basically there.
I'll wait for him to draw that room.
Do we want
It's going
to
to take a while.
relay the plan?
To who?
Well,
So Dave would have to
Anybody
step
else?
out of the room.
delivering messages. Do you have the movable rod?
I do.
Okay.
And is this like while I'm invisible or not? Or have we not cast that technically? Have we not
I think
have
we
we not
cast
cast it technically, Jordan? Like I'm not invisible yet? Is that right? We're waiting for Dave to draw this? Jordan?
We're waiting for Dave to draw. Yes.
Okay, so he hasn't nothing's happened, I'm not invisible yet. Okay, we'll do it that way.
Yeah, we're.
We're just waiting.
Hey, you uploaded a video.
It needs to go the other way. Okay. There you go.
Which
For
way
lack of
is
a better
which?
term.
This is the room here, and it's going that way.
No, this is the hallway. So that's what I was saying. Oh, I forgot to put your minis out. Hold on. Basically here.
Who is that
You're
one?
standing out here. That's
Derek?
Derek.
Yeah, that's mine.
Oh, I don't remember seeing this before.
I painted it.
I just don't. I remember you painting this. I don't remember you switching it out.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. So that's generally where he is, and I'll say.
I'm confused on this room right now.
Well, this is the balcony, I think, right?
Yeah.
And then this
Yes.
is yeah,
And so basically have
So then this would be
here.
like the hallway basically that we're in.
this would be Resmi's room.
Right. And this would be the hallway basically.
Okay.
Like I guess you would be right outside the door.
door.
Yeah, so this way is to this room you just came out
For
of.
the
This
right.
is a hallway. The
Right.
giants are over there, and Resmir's room is about right over here,
Correct.
and the kobolds or something.
Okay. I
over
just
there.
want to make sure I understood where we were at because
Oh,
I
I
was like, wait a minute.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
It's trying to do this to scale. It's just we're gonna just roll with it.
Okay. And that's fine. I just want to make sure I'm going the right direction.
Yeah. So
They hating.
That's what I'm saying here. So here's the door, right? And if you go this way far enough, you get to this other room.
Because the other thing is,
Right.
if I'm heard,
And then over here is where the kobolds are. Resmo's over here.
okay,
And you have this huge room.
and that's what this is.
That's that room.
Okay.
That's my attempt at drawing this room. I'm sure it's not perfectly to scale.
That's okay. Where's the rest of our people?
They're over there.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Oh,
that's
it's gonna be
possible.
extremely
So
tough.
all I'm saying is there's
That's a lot of dynamics to roll. Is all
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
there's you notice that there's a lot of clutter. There's a lot of stuff in this room.
Right.
And so as you look around it, I'm not going to draw all of the
Right.
terrain features, but we'll just
It's
say
a mess.
if you're moving around here, basically, I'll just say you're going to be basically, it's difficult terrain.
Okay.
You're not going to have full movement in this room.
Right.
I don't think that you're going to have zero movement, right?
Right.
I mean, I'll allow you to like crawl on a stack of books and crawl
Right.
over this, and you'll have the ability to move around, but you're not going to have full movement speed in this room
Okay.
based on the clutter you're seeing.
Okay.
Yes, there's a bed and there are couches and there are candelabras and there's paper. There's just this room is chock full of books and
It's flammable.
stuff. Sure, but as you consider the use of fireball,
There may or
Part
may
of-
not be things you need.
Right.
part of it you recognize that maybe the use of fire in a room that is this flammable, either one may destroy things that you may find interesting,
Choke us out with smoke.
and two, there may be unintended consequences of setting a room on fire that you're in.
Right. Right.
You recognize
Never
both of
happened
those
before,
things.
so let's do it.
It's not like I've ever been sleeping in a bed and setting it on fire.
That was amazing.
And yes, he's done that.
Yes.
He was like, I cast, what was it, Burning Hands.
Burning Hands.
And he was
Yeah.
like, and he failed, and he did it under the covers, and he burst the bed into flames. And, yeah, that was funny.
It was great.
Oh, fun times.
Totally different campaign.
All right.
But it was good.
Different campaign, but it was fun.
I'm gonna go over to that cobalt room that they run in and out of.
Yeah.
I want to find, like, chalices, if you will, or or mugs in general.
Okay. Yeah, you
And
could find
some
goblets.
nice goblets.
You could have nicer
Some
goblets.
nice
as opposed-
wine, if you will, if I could find some of that. that'd be
Sure.
great. Or something of sorts.
You could find an alcoholic beverage designed for sharing. So we'll say some low grade.
Do I have any
Cobalt
secret
level
stash
wine?
in my? Do I have Can I have a secret stash?
The thing is, would you know about
I
it
don't
and
know.
how to get into it? You know.
Roll. See if you have a secret stash.
That's a 17.
Yes, you beat my 16. So you have a secret stash. You have a couple of bottles of, like, schmick wine as opposed to the swill that is normally served with dinner.
Nice.
Nice. So I will take one of those bottles and my chalice. No, chalices, because there's more than one.
Yeah.
No chalice.
Chalice.
Your disguise is so good. Just roll to be Resmir.
Yeah.
No, it's just... So you're Resmir. I mean, obviously you're Resmir until you decide to not be Resmir.
Oh, it's good times.
I mean, you're disguised because I think you had like a 23
Oh,
or something
yeah.
whenever you did it.
Yeah.
I'm like, and you're wearing the black dragon mask,
Right.
and you've got, I mean, it's you've got the brooch, and I mean, and the robes. I mean, that's what I'm saying. And you've got the magic bags of sand. They're like,
They're like,
Thylax
Bags of
maintaining
sand.
concentration on it.
This isn't like picking up
no
a
shape
tree.
sand. No,
This
the
isn't
thing
like
is,
picking
the
up a
shape
tree
sand that
and
I
moving
gave
the tree,
him,
right?
the shape sand stays exactly
Oh,
the way
yeah.
you designed until someone that knows the spell for control recontrols it to reshape it. So it's pseudo permanent. I mean, they're rock hard.
They're breastplates.
Yeah, there you go. It's extra armor.
I would like to gather my colleagues and say, hey, come in like when you hear them screaming.
Okay. Well, you're telling them that.
Right.
Yeah.
You're telling them.
So
that
you
way.
went to the room.
Yeah.
No, we're like this right now. We're all in the hallway.
Or we're not in your room.
So this is the room. That's the other thing. This is the hallway.
You're in
and
the
this
hallway
is
now.
the
And that's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
Yeah.
okay. As long as you know where
Okay.
we're at.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast invisibility on Ollie.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to knock and enter,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say,
And they say, "What is it? We're busy."
I know, gentlemen, but you know, I figured we're on our way there. I figured we could just relax for a minute, have a glass, and enjoy the night sky. And
So,
I'm gonna make my way to the
Difficult terrain. You only.
Well, we're not in rounds.
I know. Just...
And they go. They look at each other. You see them look at each other, and they look at you, and then they look at each other and go, "Why are you being nice?"
That's a great question. Not to them, but
Why are you being so kind? And you see the two of them, or you see the wizard that you haven't previously entered.
I know.
There's
Yeah.
a wizard you haven't previously.
oh shit, there's a third
That's
person.
No.
Oh.
No, he's. I'm just saying, this one. This you recognize once you get in there that this is Asbarajos.
Right.
Like, you know this guy. You don't actually know this guy. You've not encountered this red wizard.
Okay.
So, you see him. He turns and he walks over this way, and there's a set of like couches and a coffee table, and he walks over and sits on the couch, and as he's doing that, this Asbara walks over here. We'll say that there are some, chair, couchy things here and a coffee table here. In fact, let me get the.
I knew he wouldn't let us do it. Which is okay.
Yeah.
So we'll just say, for the sake of the description, there's like what appears to be like a big sectional, right?
Put some poison.
And there's a coffee table here.
Okay.
And there's another chair sitting here, and some other stuff. And he says,
I will answer his
he
question.
says, "Why are you being so nice? Why don't you come sit and we can talk?"
Like, well, I know I can be a bitch sometimes, but we're on our way, and I'm not as stressed as I normally am, and I'm gonna continue walking out there,
Okay.
which is fine.
So as you go through, you basically would just go outside.
Yeah.
And you're just going to be standing outside.
Oh, I'm gonna sit down right there.
Okay.
Just hanging out.
Okay. They kind of look at you and each other, and they say, what's your interest? And they kind of speak up, right?
Right.
So their volume is louder because you're now you've got this breeze. Your locks are
Oh yeah.
Flowing in
your horns are starting to get caught by the wind. No, it's just your robes are moving. There's some ambient noise out there.
Yeah.
But they can still talk to you.
Right. I can't hear
They're
you.
like-
Come closer. What's my interest?
Yeah, we don't get it. If you want to have a drink, that's fine. I suppose we can, but
Okay.
we have work to do.
I know you guys have the fancy Tiamat. I know you guys have been working really hard. I'm not as stressed as I normally am because we're on our way. The shipment of putting gold down in there is halfway done, 3/4 of the way done. Like, things are going easy right now. And I know it's not going to be that way for a while. So as soon as we touch down, I'll probably turn back into the fishmonger I was before, but right now it's easy breezy. When can I
So
use
the
my
one you-
enthralling performance?
The one that you have been talking to says, well, I appreciate that you're relaxed and things are going according to your plan. We're still under the gun. We're still trying to do research. As time progresses, the work that we're undertaking becomes more and more important. So, as Severin relies on different ones of us to accomplish the tasks that he has given us, we have more stress. So,
Okay.
taking time out even sleep is becoming difficult at this point.
I gotcha. Well, if you do care to join me, I'll be here.
Offer your wizard for the research.
What?
He said offer the wizard for the research.
I don't understand.
Like, he could help them.
I see.
But I don't know how that would go, and plus it's...
I would
would love
he
to.
was disguised as a wizard.
Him?
Yeah.
He was disguised as one of the red ones at one
that's what I
point, and then we
thought.
were like,
Oh, yeah.
Because there's
Abort
only
that.
there's only
Yeah.
2 in the place. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
that's what
yeah.
we chose.
Yeah.
So yeah. At this point,
So
they're going to do their thing.
So you see the two of them each. Neither of them returns back to the lectern, but you see Asbarajos he gets up for a moment and walks over and picks up a book that was previously on his lectern, and he comes back to the couch and keeps reading.
Okay.
This other guy is he seems kind of super wary to you.
I'm going to pull out a book and
Okay.
start reading in an audible tone that they can hear me.
Okay.
Once per short rest, you can choose up to 4 creatures that have watched or listened to you perform for a minute, which
Okay.
I know they've heard me.
Mm-hmm.
Each target makes a wisdom saving throw of 15. If not, they become charmed to me for an hour.
Ooh, that's cool.
Okay. So I have to roll a 15.
15 wisdom or higher.
Wisdom. Okay, hold on a second.
They might be really good at this.
Yeah.
That's why I need to look at
Right.
their stat sheets. In fact, my computer's acting weird, so I'm just going to look at the paper version.
If not, I'm going to get my wizard friends in here. I think Dave knows what we want to do, and he's not going to let it happen.
I'm going to make you work really damn hard if you're going
I'm trying. I'm not even asking to
We
do
even
charisma
played the
rolls
Sun
yet.
song.
+2. All right. So, which one do you want me to roll for first?
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay, so I'm going to roll for the red guy first.
Okay.
13.
Ooh.
So that fails. And a 9. That
Oh! Yes!
Okay. So what, when you say charmed, if I understand right,
They do his bidding.
they won't
No, I'm just
basically,
kidding. I'm just kidding.
they won't,
Attack.
they won't attack you. And I think they treat you as like
Friend.
Friendly?
reasonably friendly unless you harm them,
Right.
because that breaks it. And your social interactions you get advantage on. So if you're trying to,
While charmed this way, the target idolizes you. It speaks glowing of you to anyone who it talks to, and it hinders anyone who opposes you. Although it avoids violence unless it is already inclined to fight on your behalf. The effect lasts an hour. If it takes any damage, blah 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 blah.
so as he sits there, and this charmed effect, the one you've never met, he turns to Asbara and kind of goes, you know, she's probably right. We probably should take a break. We've been at this for
And they both leave the room.
nearly 24 hours, straight. We probably should take a moment and, she is being kind, and that is out of character. So we probably should take advantage of this while we can. And as Barajos goes, yeah, she is being very kind. I appreciate that. She usually doesn't see us in a kind light, so we probably shouldn't do anything to revert her back to the unkind
When she once was.
which she once was. And so you see each of them. You see Asbara kind of go grab 2 chairs, and this other guy grabs one. And Asbara comes and sits here in a chair, him in a chair, and you are offered a chair as well. Where's my pen? I'm an idiot. I keep not having my pen. So, Asbara kind of...
He's gonna be in the wall.
yeah, he's actually going to be where the wall is. I mean, because it's not
Right, I
really
know.
there.
I just think that's just funny to think about. Like, if you're sitting there and you walk into the room,
And he's just
you're
like-
gonna just see half a person in
Right.
the wall.
Right. So he's sitting in where the wall is. All right.
I will continue to. Oh,
Bang your knee.
I would like to.
Ollie, what are you doing during this?
I was actually waiting till they got outside.
Okay.
My goal is to.
So you know what you're doing.
Huh?
What are you doing? Where
Correct.
Are you moving?
My goal is moving this way,
Great. Move that way.
and I know I'm invisible. My goal is to
Yes.
be as quiet as possible, not stealth. Right? I'm just not. So the stuff in my way.
Uh-huh.
I am just taking it slow and not worrying about
So
it.
you're walking around. You're basically meandering
Yeah.
through the thing.
Yeah.
So I'll give you advantage on stealth, but you still need stealth because
okay.
you could in theory bump into something, or there could be a paper that you step on that makes noise. So I'll
Okay.
give you advantage on stealth, but you still have to roll stealth. Your
Okay.
invisibility doesn't make your sound go away.
Okay.
I appreciate you for making us work for it.
But I understand what it is you're getting at.
Do you need to use the other 20 instead?
I need a second roll.
For sure.
That's why I gave you advantage.
Be good to us.
Come on.
Different tower.
You need the different tower.
So I got a 12. The first time was a 1.
Woo, that's fine.
Okay. So you see as you're walking that way, when you're
How
probably
far did I
within,
get before
you
that
get to
noise?
about 15 feet away from him, and you see the red, the unknown wizard, kind of looks back for a second.
So then I just stop, right? Like, I noticed that.
Looks.
Holding my breath and everything.
It's like,
Oh, I need to count it. Yeah.
that's weird. He kind of look. I mean, you see him. He's effectively looking right
Like
at you.
looking at what he heard. Like he heard
He
that.
heard you.
That's gonna make the next one
But-
even harder.
But Asbara didn't hear anything, and he goes, "Did you hear that?" And Asbara like, "What? I didn't hear anything."
What are you talking about?
Asbara and the other
I
wizard
know.
are having a conversation.
I'm playing along to your
Oh, okay.
thing, and I'm just gonna be
he's
like-
"Did you hear anything?"
and
And Asbara's like, "What?"
I'll peek and look like
God, I would have sworn I heard something.
Yeah.
Like something in there. We don't have rats, do we?
fun fact. I don't think there are any in this castle. I do believe it is too cold for them in this climate.
Ah, true. I mean, it's a nice castle.
You hear that from the
Okay.
hallway? Ah, true.
I'm just saying. How logical would it
I know,
be?
I should do the opposite. I should have said, yes, we have rats.
That's I'm just kidding you. That's just
I mean,
And you
I just
see
think
the-
that would have been funny.
Yes, that does make sense.
too cold.
Okay.
I don't know.
So, are you pouring wine?
Yeah, I'll pour some wine, and I'm gonna
Okay.
talk to them because I actually want to have discussion of their dealings with the cult,
Okay.
like, but not so much that I don't know what they're doing. Just like, yeah. So how's the summoning research coming along?
And he says, for the portion that we're responsible for, it's coming along. You know, there's many of us that are working on this under the direction of Severin. So, we each have portions that we are working on. We've discovered it is a blood ritual, so people will have to die, but it is what it is, and they're only human.
And that's what some are called to do.
Yes, everyone has a purpose.
It's true. There's actually a couple of the guards out there that I'd be more than well likely to just say, hey, guess what your duty is today? You know how it is.
Yes. Unfortunately, they can't be willing.
There's that one Loxodon guy that just keeps... I don't know, he's really great at moving stuff, but other than that...
Asbara looks at you and says, "What?"
The, one of the cult persons who's carrying a bunch of stuff, I don't really know.
You see him, he goes, "Really? He's here?"
Who?
Well, I'm familiar with Unloxodon. There's just not very many of those around. Like in the world, they're not particularly
Right.
common. So I find
I'm
it
listening at the
interesting.
door, and my wand is just like.
I'm not.
He was here when I got on the castle.
Oh, look, there he is. Oh,
Yeah, he apparently he's been with Blagathus for a while in the castle.
oh. Well, then it's probably not who I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that he pick stuff up. He would sit down for like 3 minutes after carrying something, and then go back and do it again.
Well, they are big.
I know.
You know, everybody likes them big and thick.
My man.
He's like, all right, never mind.
Question.
That's less common. What are you doing right now?
Is this right here? This is just an open wall, right? Like from the standpoint of like the same thing we did in that other room last time.
You basically see right through it. It's as if there really isn't a wall.
Right. Okay. I'm just making
But
sure
you-
there's not a doorway that I'm
So
needing
you
to
can,
enter or anything.
no, so the wall basically is invisible.
Right.
That is, you can just kind of see out through it. You see what appears to be night sky stuff with an occasional kind of cloud, obscurement.
So pretty clear sky as far as where we're at.
Well, what I'm saying is you're not like in a cloud right this second that you would see that would obscure your vision beyond the edge. So you can kind of see, but just like all air, every so often there'll be like a wisp of what looks like fog just kind of pass through you or pass through them. And so you lose the ability to see them, like they get a little obscured and then you see them again.
Oh, yes. Okay,
Periodically,
I'm following
right?
you.
Because some
Buddy once
moisture
said-
that's in the air will
You can
pass
message
where
it
they
to
are.
me.
You can see you can see their
Whatever you're
robes kind of
I don't want
flickering, but it's where inside where you are, there's no air motion.
Right.
There's no movement of air.
Okay.
And so when you look really at the back of Asbara Joseph's robes,
It's as if there's nothing, like
back
no.
here, there's nothing moving. But the robes that are down by his
Right.
feet that are outside, you see them kind of gently swishing. You see the other robes, right? So you can tell. That's what I'm saying. The wall is wafer thin. You know, it's not 6 feet thick. That
Right.
is wafer thin.
Oh, I tell you what, it is
You can-
wafer thin.
You, I couldn't eat another bite. Come on.
So you message that to me, okay?
He's wafer
Yeah.
thin. And so that's the thing. You can tell that there is a difference between inside and outside, but you don't perceive it as being a distance. It's just like a line. But you can see outside to the extent that there's not something obscuring your vision. But there's also not really light outside like you would think. There's not... It's like moonlight, right? So they're lit, like their amount of light is not, they're dim compared to what you see. You're inside, there's candles, right?
Right.
And so when you look outside, you don't actually see light pouring as if there's no wall. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
You see them how they see themselves. That is, because there's no light going through the wall. Does that make sense?
Right.
So light's not penetrating, so they're illuminated kind of by moonlight out there. So they're kind of dim. You can see a little bit of motion, but it's not super detailed. Is that better?
Yes. He messaged me, by the way, just so you know. So
You sent message?
he sent 2 message. Just to give me insight of what he's also doing.
Actually, I might not do that second part.
But he sent
Are
2.
you doing
No, I'm not
message
cantripping.
yourself?
No, I don't have to do that.
It's
I just have to be able to see the person.
Oh, you.
And I
thought
didn't.
I
I'm
thought
not,
it was.
I'm
I
not
thought it was
messaging
somatic.
him. I'm not messaging him.
Oh,
I'm
you're-
telling him something funny to do.
But message isn't somatic.
It is,
so
but
you
I
didn't message.
No, I don't. I don't need to message any of that.
Okay.
This is just you're clarifying what the plan was.
I'm just telling him to say something funny
Yes.
here in a minute. It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with the plan.
That's.
or
I mean, it's
anything.
true. It
Yeah.
has the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can whisper a message and only the target can hear me. So it'd just be, so I could look like I'm just smacking my lip like,
This is
that's
good
some,
wine.
That's some good. I just ventriloquism and send him a message.
Okay. Just making sure I understand.
Yeah, no, you good.
Okay.
So I'm good where I'm at for right
You're
now.
gonna stay where you're at.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
I'm waiting on you because I have no idea where you're at. I can't even see you to message you.
Yeah, he has no idea where you're at.
They're.
This is your baby, or we're gonna have a long conversation.
Yeah.
Or he has to like do something and
I'd like to stand up. I'm just gonna go look
cast
at this
fireball
edge.
or something.
Okay, so during that
As we're
time, they
talking.
thought they heard me. Then that other went down. Then I'm watching him get up, and I'm waiting just a second to see what they're doing. And then as
They're
I
just sitting there. He has them charmed. They're not. Right? I mean, it's like
Yeah, they're just hanging out with me to be
they're
courteous.
He has charmed them. They think, at least for the next hour, they're cool with. They're not. They're no longer contemplative of why is she being
Yeah.
weird. They're not questioning anymore. They're just saying, all right, let's have a glass of wine. Let's chill out. So they're chillaxing. They're just doing their thing.
So then my next move would be over to here.
Okay.
That would be my next
Right.
quiet
so move
movement
over there
watching.
and roll stealth again.
I'm confused at that one. But that's okay.
Doesn't
you do
matter.
your moves.
That was only a 5.
You get advantage. I get it. I get what you're trying to do, so I'm letting
That
you
was
have
only a
advantage.
5.
All right. So again,
Twice.
so as you're moving,
Oh.
as
They're
you're
in
moving,
chairs.
So?
this Asbara goes, "What is that? What was that?" And this other guy goes, "Oh, did you hear something?" And he goes, "Yeah, there's something.
I'll just
There is something
walk
back
over there.
There is something over there."
The heck?
Okay.
I found a rat. No, I'll just go like shimmy through some papers and like kind of like make a path, but like make it look like I'm just like stacking stuff to the sides. Like,
Okay.
I mean, I heard it too, but I don't see anything. Like, I wonder if we do have rats.
Okay. So the two of them stand up, and they start moving back into the wall to start looking.
Let's look
They're
for
gonna
a rat.
start like let's see.
It's not me, I swear.
So each of them get up and
Sorry, no,
basically move in. You have one right next to you,
Not fine.
and Asbara moves in a little bit. So they're also starting to thacker through things. You know, they're trying to look, and after a few seconds,
Thylac
Asbara
ring.
kind of moves back over here.
While they
Yes,
move
sir.
that way, I am going to move to here. To this edge.
Okay. They don't hear you. They're digging through stuff. Yeah, moving in there. Okay.
I'm gonna conjure a rat
Okay.
and go, I found it! And then I'm just gonna chuck it out!
So what do you mean, like conjure a rat? So
Yeah.
like minor illusion kind of a thing?
Yeah, but it is.
Hey, Dave, I'd like to be all the way to this edge right here.
Okay.
I don't know how you want to do that from this space, but
You're fine. I understand. You want to be on your tiptoes?
I'm just on that very edge.
Okay.
I wonder if prestidigitation can do it.
Prestidigitation. All right. I've got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
You're fine.
All right.
Don't step on your phone. No.
Yeah, I thought you would just
They're in chairs. How are you supposed to do that?
Push the chair off.
They're heavy people. That's even if I push that, that's 5, 10 feet.
Yeah. I don't think there's any railing. I mean,
Yeah, but nonetheless, like that's 10 feet. That's
and you count as one size larger when pushing or shoving.
tie the rope to the chair of the legs, like each, and then jump off. I mean, they can't see you and you're not attacking, so you're still invisible because there's a wall here.
Just go for a
Get them
ride.
sitting in the chair, and your
go
rope
for
is
rip,
invisible
eh?
because you have it on you.
I'm waiting for them to go up past to sit back in the chair. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. No, but see, seriously.
Please do.
Your rope is invisible because you had it on you when
But
it was
how are they
cast.
gonna sit back down? Do you know they're gonna sit back down?
That's
You
why.
found the
That's
rat.
why I
You
went
found
to
the
the edge.
Okay.
Yeah, I
found the
think
rat.
I can prestidigitation a.
That's my thought process. I don't know how else I'm gonna do
No,
that.
that's perfect.
That's the only thing I'm thinking because I can't. A chair does not function it. Like it's just
Swamp
not possible.
Vampire. Color mark. You create a non-magical trinket or sensory item that can fit in
So
your
as
hand
you all are
unless-
doing your dance out here, this ogre walks up and sees the group of you, and he goes, "Hey, are you all down here to kill those wizards?"
Nice.
And then
That's you guys.
Yeah.
That's you
Yeah,
guys.
like-
I found a rat!
You're gonna be
I'll
loud.
just be like,
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
It's not.
Oh my god, that'd be like that'd be so great. I would have no problem with that happening. Yeah, because I can create a small sensory
Okay.
illusion, and I'll just like turn to where they can't see me. Like I chuck it and it just
So they're gonna see something kind of move from your hands.
yeah, like I wadded up a piece of paper and it like looks like a rat when I show it, but when I chuck it, it's just like this piece of paper just,
just
like
lost
wadded
in
up.
the wind. You
But-
just threw it that way out the.
Yeah, like I mean, it's just whatever I could find that could crumple up to be
that size like a rat, look like
heavy
a tail.
that I could just chuck out there.
Okay. So the wizard that's standing next to you, he easily is like, "Oh, thanks for finding that." As Bara goes, "What?" He kind of looks at you funny. He's like, "Did you just throw a book out the door?"
No, it was the rat. Sorry, that's just really funny that you like. Did you?
You just really throw a book out the window.
It was an awful book.
Do you
It was.
do you know the difference between a rat and a book? You just threw a book out the window. The hell was wrong with you?
I swear it looked like a rat to me. Didn't it look like a rat to you? To that other guy?
And he's like, "Well, yeah, it was just for a second, but what?
Yeah.
A book?" So he's kind of confused too. And as Burr's like, "You just threw a damn book out the door. It's gone now."
It was a rat.
Well, okay, maybe,
If he's
you have to
out
roll for
there,
persuasion
he
on
ain't
that?
Happy.
maybe,
Dave won't let me.
okay, maybe.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that's a.
I just have such high, like it wouldn't be fun.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's like, oh, okay.
He only lets me when it's like, yeah, I know you can have this anyways. Yay, I got a 30! You know, to where it's just dumb.
No, I'm rolling against things that I know he naturally will be able to do, and if I roll low enough, I don't need to make him roll.
Oh,
That's
'cause
why
there you
I
go.
rolled. I rolled. How believable am I doing this? And he has to basically roll a 1, and I believe him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so his passive is already higher than that, so why?
His bonus.
That's what I
means
mean.
that
Yeah,
if
that's
he
what I
just
mean.
rolls the dice,
Right.
he's gonna beat me.
Right.
So there's really no reason to put up a fight. That's what I mean. If I had rolled like a 19, then I'd be like, yeah, try to convince me.
Right.
So I was seeing how much does he believe in. So now he kind of questioned himself. He's like, well,
You guys have been up really late, haven't you?
yeah.
Well, let's just finish our glasses. You guys catch like a 3-hour power nap and get back at it.
And you hear him go, yeah, you all stay. I might. That's confusing. I need to go to bed. And he starts walking toward the door.
That's his bar.
I'm going to
Yeah.
do a, before he gets that far,
Mhm.
I'm going to do a, does what's-his-face come back out towards us, though?
Yeah.
Okay,
Come on here.
so as he's
He's
coming back
moving
towards
back.
us, before he gets out, because how far is he going? Like, I need
He's
to know
gonna go
timing-wise.
Well, we're gonna say this is this is a round, so he can move 15 feet, which is where I had. I mean, he was here, and I'm gonna move him here,
Okay,
right?
and this guy was his 15.
He was here. He's walking to this chair,
Okay. So
or
then,
he was here walking to this chair. Whatever it is, he's headed for his chair, and he will make it in 6 seconds.
that's fine.
In the
Give
6
him
seconds
another
of other
round.
stuff.
Give him another 15 feet.
This.
Yep. Give one more round. Just one round.
Okay.
Pow. And then red guy has another round?
Yeah, he's now sitting down.
Okay. I'm going to make a thaumaturgy. Is it thaumaturgy? Harmless treasure. You create an instant sound that originates from the point of your choice. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. I want to make it quiet enough to where he's not questioning it, but he will. Just because it says I can make a instantaneous sound that originates, such as low rumble, cry of a raven, ominous whisper. I'm going to do it like some ruffling papers. As if we have another freaking rat in the room. But
So where do you want it?
I want it over on this side.
Okay.
To make him just
And it's
go
within 30 feet of you.
30 feet of me.
You can put here, I guess. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
But it has to be close enough to him and quiet enough to where this guy doesn't question it. So, I mean, if it needs to be like one of these, that's fine.
Okay, so you just want it to be like.
I
here?
just want him to stop, basically, and just kind of like go, what the French is going on?
Okay. Yeah, you can make the sound here.
Okay.
Really, it could just be next to him.
Yeah.
You know, it can be sitting right next to him.
Well, I
And
wanted
you're
to make
saying-
sure it's not like he kicked a paper and then he's himself doing it. I want it to be far enough to where he actually questions it.
So do you want it? What's the sound? Describe the sound you want to hear. What sound do you want to make?
Like there's a rat scurrying across papers.
So like scrabbling feet.
Yeah.
Little scrabbling feet. Okay. So sure, he'll stop. You're like, what the hell? And he stops and kind of turns to his right. He turns kind of toward the wall. You know, and he's like, what the hell? And you see him kind of stop and look around and like scoot books over, and he stops and kind of listens.
I'll do it again. Further that way.
Okay. So he'll move 5 feet over there.
You can do anything at any point.
Okay. And the guy in the red's like, what are you doing? Go to bed. And he's sitting there. I mean, he's kind of telling him, go on, go to bed.
Can we hear any of that?
Yeah,
Like
you
he's
can hear
yelling.
You guys are on the hallway. right
Okay,
now.
so
you
if
you
we,
have a reasonable,
because he would be
you have a
yelling pretty
reasonable-
loud, I would imagine.
yeah, you have a reasonable, I mean, it would be very quiet to you.
Right.
If you're farting very loud, you wouldn't hear it. Because it's, I mean,
Thaumaturgy.
well, what I'm saying is it's a thick, it's a big wooden door
Right.
between you. So it's not, you would
And
probably
you would probably
hear,
have X-ray vision going.
you
Yeah.
would probably have,
Yeah.
you would probably not hear every word that's being said, but you would hear that they're talking to each other. And you've seen this one moving toward the door. That's probably the effect you would see,
Okay.
or you would hear. I doubt you would hear a clear conversation through that door.
Okay. I just
I mean,
want to
unless you have like
right
an
up
ear
on it.
horn on the door listening for the vibrations, you're probably not going to hear an accurate conversation.
I just want to tell the group it's with us. Hey, let's go hide in Resmir's room, or not? Yeah, Resmir's room. Someone's coming, and then start making my way
In the world today,
in the world. Yeah,
takes everything you got.
it does.
You know, to take a break from all your worries.
Oh.
Sure would help a lot. So are you all headed back?
To Resmir's room.
Okay,
yeah.
so you're making a retreat to Resmir's room?
Yes, and then I want to kind of
Okay.
listen for the footsteps coming down the hall, basically.
Okay, if you're in Resmir's room, you're going to be like 40 feet away.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if you look at Resmir's room over here.
So,
You know, Resmir's room from that door, if you say doorway to doorway.
That map is small.
That's-
5,
okay, that's
10,
what- I think
15,
that's what
20,
I'm-
25, 30, 35, 40, 40. It's 50 feet away.
okay,
So doorway to doorway is 50 feet.
if I go around the corner and just kind of barely peek around the corner, I want to watch for him basically going down the hall.
So you're going to be solo in the hallway?
No.
Group wise.
Well, I'm just saying I don't know. I want to tell the group, hey, we need to get away. Someone's coming. Probably need to see where they're going.
Like reasonably in this hall,
Right.
if you were to guess a direction he might go, because you don't necessarily know
Well,
what
we know
he's
it's the
doing,
wizards, and we know that he's got to be going some way, because if he said he's going to bed, then because he yelled out,
But, so
hey,
is
you
there
should
a
go to
place
bed.
in a corner on any of that you
That's what
guys
I'm
can
saying.
be?
I think
My
we could
room?
be on the corner.
50
Yeah,
feet
right,
away.
right. Basically, what I'm
My room?
picturing is like if we're right
So-
here.
That's what he's just
That's
trying
what I mean.
And
That's
we
50
see-
feet away.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to describe. On this map,
Dash,
these are 5
son.
feet.
Yeah.
This doorway is in a straight line. You could see the door. It's 50 feet away.
Okay. Right, and that's basically what I want to do is go to that room. Go to Resmir's room.
But are you going to be in Resmir's room?
I don't think he will.
That's what I'm asking. Are you opening the door to Resmir's room and everybody piles in?
Yeah, I mean that's
and you
what I
have
want.
one person just peeking out.
Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can do that. You won't
Okay.
hear a thing.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
But I just want to peek out and see, like, as he's coming out.
So that's what I'm saying. So
Which way he
everyone's in Resmir's room, but the door's cracked and you're trying to peek.
Right.
You're trying to be all sneaky peeky.
Right.
Okay. Okay. I can let you do that.
Sorry,
Yes,
Mimi.
we do. Okay. So, this other wizard's like, go to bed. God. Said. So as he says that, You see Asbara kind of turn from what he's doing. And
You're losing it, man.
He makes it to the door. And this guy says, listen, we have been up for a while. I appreciate your stuff. Can we maybe resume this another time? Sure. It is getting late.
Sounds good. I will stand up, and I will grab these 2 chairs
Okay.
and start moving this way with them.
Okay.
Which way is this guy facing?
And
He's
he
facing.
will-
He was originally facing straight across to Resmere.
Like that?
He's
I'm
not
assuming
looking
he's-
at you.
No,
He's
no.
looking. He's kind of looking at Resmere and doing that, and he's starting to get up.
Okay. I need him to stand up. That's it.
Okay. He stands up.
Okay. So I'm going to step forward
Mm-hmm.
when he stood up. And I will grab him.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm holding on as tight as I can.
Great. Okay.
Do you want me?
Roll- What would that be? It's you're going to grapple basically as an action, so you're going to do your strength against his.
Yes.
Okay.
You count just one size larger, Michael. Hopefully you'll get like surprise or something for being invisible.
A 20. Not natural.
Okay. So as you grab him, he's startled, obviously, and you grab him, and you got him solid. And
Like
he just,
arms to the side.
Yeah,
Like,
he just goes, ah! He kind of just is totally in freak out mode because he's been grabbed by something he can't see. He just goes, ah! And
What up? Come get some.
Asbara Jost turns around and starts trying to run that direction.
And I'm just gonna drop the chairs and be like, "What the hell's going on?"
Okay. We need to roll initiative.
I can
Just so
get
that
some.
we can
How are you?
track. Hey, come get some.
what up, dude?
Yeah, yeet.
Okay.
You said yeet.
Do we all need to?
No.
You guys aren't
Oh,
doing it yet.
okay.
I'm safe, right?
Yeah, you're safe.
Okay. Ollie, what'd you roll?
A 17.
Zen.
4.
What's your dex mod?
2. Someone rolled a 1.
Yeah, I rolled a
Died with
4.
someone?
Well,
I
like
rolled
that.
a 1.
Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot you have to add your dex mod. I didn't do that. I
Yeah.
just rolled.
Yep.
Hold on.
Oh, Lord.
Everybody say hi to come get me some.
What's up?
What up?
That's the way to be.
Oh. Wrong way.
We're
Wrong
just
camera.
about to deliver our first message of the
Okay.
night.
So that was Ollie, what is your
I got a 17.
yeah, what's
No,
your
I'm
dex
sorry.
mod?
+1.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually looked at saving throws. That's a +2, and I'm like, that's not right.
Okay. So Asbara, he hears him and he starts moving back. Zenra, it's your turn.
But I'm last on the initiative list.
Yep.
Okay.
Because it actually turned out that Wrath had the highest, but he's surprised, so he loses his, right? That was Ollie. And then Asbara has the next one, and then it's you. What?
I'm confused at this order.
Yeah, why wouldn't he go?
Ollie grabbed him.
Right, as a surprise, and then we would roll initiative, right? And then that would be.
And what I'm saying is what it does, what that does is it means that person that's surprised is not going to get their turn this round.
Correct.
He started that he would have been first.
So then who's second?
You are, but you got. That's what I'm saying. The person you surprised is first on the initiative order.
Okay.
So he
So
doesn't get
then
his
he
turn.
doesn't get his
so
turn,
now
so
it's
then it's my
Michael's
turn.
turn.
Right. 'Cause you
Michael just took his turn.
How did I just take my turn?
Michael
I did it
hasn't
before
taken
there
his
was an
turn.
initiative.
You can't do two turns in a row.
So he doesn't get.
I'm confused because of the
So then
initiative.
his action this turn would be to grapple him, but the dude's already grappled.
That's why I'm confused too. That doesn't make sense.
He's not going to get his turn the next time it comes around. That doesn't change the rest of the initiative order.
Oh, okay.
It's
So you're canceling his
guy.
move, my move, and then
No.
going to them.
no, you're first. It's red, you,
As
Asbara, and Zenrik.
Yeah.
That's the initiative order that was done.
So we
You
don't get any surprise, is what we're saying.
It was not sort of a surprise. You've surprised this guy. He won't get his turn, even when we come back around.
Okay.
It'll go to Ollie. But you can't do Ollie and then Ollie get another action immediately. And so based on the initiative order, what would happen is exactly what we just saw. Ollie grabs this guy. He doesn't do anything. He yells. The next person in initiative order is Asbara Jos. He turns around and starts running back. Now it is up to you to do something. And if not, it's going to be Ollie's turn again.
Okay. No, I'm just gonna be like, what's going on, man?
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm
That's what I'm
confused. I
saying.
was just confused on that.
You have an opportunity to respond to the surprise that's there.
Yeah.
What I think it makes sense, right?
Yeah. I mean, to me, it would be
It's
surprise.
asked backwards, but it works.
Right. It's the exact same thing of what would be happening.
But what it allows is everybody gets a response to his first action.
Okay.
The person would normally, on his next time, would be able to fight the grapple. He loses his turn. And then it's your turn again. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. It's weird, but yeah.
What else? How else did you do it? I'm just asking.
Well, to me,
It turns out to be the same thing that we were doing.
because to me, it would be surprise round. Technically, it would either way. If we did a surprise round, that dude would get a turn because he's at the top of the list. This way, he doesn't get one.
What up?
So,
Hi, bro,
Man,
Chacho.
the whole game's here. This is awesome. So anyway, Ollie, it looks like it is your turn again.
Yes.
What are you doing? You
There's a
have
mouse
guy,
in the house.
You have a
Guy and I'm
wizard.
It
grabbing
really is.
You're bear hugging a wizard.
hard, like not letting go.
Sure. But he is restrained by something he cannot see.
Suffocation.
Correct.
No breathing.
So
That's what he can't see. So as I guess you'd say as
Oh yeah.
as his turn to the extent that there is a turn in this wizard's response, right? Is he basically says, Asbara, I can't move. I'm paralyzed. Something's got me. So he basically has a speech. Is basically his turn. He
Right.
is trying to communicate he needs help.
Yeah,
It's your
I'm just
turn.
gonna. What's going on?
That's when I'm just gonna grab him, turn and roll off the edge.
You're just rolling off the edge.
So all they see is this.
well, he can't see it because of the wall there.
He
you
can see
can
through
see
that wall.
through the wall.
Oh,
You can
okay.
see through the wall.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't. There's not light through the wall. Okay, so he just sees like a dim image, and he just like he gets pulled away.
Yeah, like
And I'm just
it was
like,
it's just off.
what's going on?
Okay.
So. Okay, I guess do I have to technically set my reaction to that, like using my reaction because of what I'm trying to do?
I don't know. All
So-
I know is so far you're trying to jump off of the castle, and I see. I'll allow it.
So
There's lots of D6s headed your way.
so this right here, my reaction.
What do you mean your reaction? That's what I'm saying.
That's what.
Are you
so-
moving?
Reaction
moving.
is no. Tell him why. We've established
Oh,
that
this
they've
has
gone
been-
off the edge and they are now to a plummeted
Yeah.
death.
From my perspective, you're like,
Okay,
I have
perfect.
15 feet of movement. I'm moving with this guy, and he's
So-
coming with me. We're going skydiving.
At that, my
So you're skydiving.
bonus action.
We've been
Oh, yeah,
setting
this
this up
has
for
been-
weeks.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you let us do it.
Well, I have no idea what you were planning. I just
So-
knew there were shenanigans. I just
Oh,
knew
it's-
what we
So
were
this
doing.
is my bonus action.
Okay.
As we get down, so we're dropped
How
and
far?
we're
30 feet from the
at
ceiling.
25 feet from the ceiling of wherever I'm at. So if I can see wherever.
Right. So
That
basically,
English.
you like took him over the edge, and gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared. You go. So you're
As soon as-
basically you basically come over the edge with the guy, and then you're going to start doing something else. Is what I
Correct.
understand. Okay.
I am gonna all of a sudden, he won't be grappled by anything,
Okay.
and I will appear wherever that space is that you tell me I can see, that up to 30 feet away.
Because he's gonna Misty Step back onto
the balcony.
Okay, so do you have to? I'm serious when I ask the question. Is Misty Step written in such a way that you must see your destination?
You
It
have to
says,
see a location.
briefly surrounded by a silvery mist, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. That's why even up to a ceiling, wherever else,
Okay,
even if it's a
so,
wall,
Yeah. So that's really what you're going to do. You're going to
doesn't
you're
matter.
going to Misty Step
to what I
you're
see
Misty
on a
Step
spot.
to basically
Your
the
IQ plays.
the archway. You're Misty stepping onto a wall that is the roof line. That's the right. Okay, so you've Misty stepped there, and now gravity's taking over.
Correct. So this guy's gone. Where is that spot, by the way?
You're about 25 feet in the air. 20 feet in the air.
20 feet in the air, because it could just be on a wall. It doesn't have to be the ceiling, right? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it just has to be
like
an
the edge
unoccupied
of
space. As
What
long
I'm
as I can
saying
see
is the archways are built for giants.
Okay.
So the walkways, the open area is 20 feet high.
it. Okay.
And so, at best, you'd be 25, giving you all of the credit in the world. You're going to be about 25 feet in the air if you put your feet on the wall, or 20 feet in the air. So I'm going to say you're 20 feet in the air.
Okay.
Effectively,
Oh,
you're 20 feet high, and gravity is now taking over.
Okay.
So, if I understand right, you take 2d6
Hold on.
falling damage.
Let me double check something before you do that.
Before I do that, okay.
Correct.
I rolled anyway.
I'm just saying, how great
Oh yeah, we
Was
talked
that
about
play?
that.
That's fantastic,
Yeah.
but I got robbed of what I wanted to do, so
Oh, that
So,
sucks.
it was going to be kick-ass, and you missed it. So
Oh.
you were, because
What was gonna happen?
That's why I
I
told you
can't-
we should have told him.
I can't tell you.
Yeah, but then we wouldn't have gotten to murder the dude.
That's true.
But it would. He probably has some cool spells.
Shenanigans.
What did we?
Okay,
miss
so
out? I missed that one.
let's pause where we're at now.
No, you can leave that.
No,
In midair.
I mean, like, pause the game.
Just like
Let's do this
25 feet
differently.
up.
Record scratch.
Yeah.
Do this differently, just so you can see.
See, you're probably
No.
wondering.
Nope. The die is cast. Ilia iacta est.
Enlighten us,
Okay.
please do.
So you take 7 points of falling damage.
Okay.
And then you say,
Pause.
Yeah, and I say pause. What would have really happened had I not done that?
It's
Oh.
Prince of Persia.
You-
have to
you-
say.
Yeah, I pressed the button
Yeah.
and we went back for 15 minutes.
You'd be dead. If you did that and didn't Misty step out of it, you're dead.
No,
Yeah.
not that part.
That's new character.
he's,
That's easy.
he's gonna tell us what's gonna happen.
Okay, so
There
the
just would have
only
been an epic battle. It would have had a cool ending. And you missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Or we
sucks.
would have died.
So when I'm landing, I want to land like
Do it.
I don't know, something like a Thor when he lands to the ground, like just.
Okay.
I know I'm taking that damage, but I'm just like
You're
solid
opposed.
about it.
Okay, you can
Just
be all
posed,
solid
you know
about
what I
it.
mean?
You're posed. Yeah, you look great.
And I'm gonna
You like break your hands.
and I'm gonna look directly
Awesome.
at Esbara and just be like, yes, that locks it in.
Well, just so you know, you're invisible.
I
No,
can't.
it's
I
no,
use
not
a
casting
anymore.
a
step.
spell. He's
was an attack.
uninvisible.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you just appear,
So I appeared against the wall and you just hear thud,
Thud, and
and
all
you're
of a
like,
sudden,
oh, boom,
and I'm
that.
like,
there's a Loxodon taking
Oh,
out his...
wow.
He only fell 15 feet because of the chair.
You're still taking 7 points of falling. In fact, you take 9 points of falling damage because you fell on a chair and that thing catches you in the ribs.
why am I on a chair now?
Catches you on the ribs. Okay, hold on.
Oh,
Okay,
that's some good stuff.
Oh yeah.
okay, that is really interesting.
So I did take the. You want me to take 9, right? I took 9.
Yeah, take 9.
Okay. So anyway, so when I landed, I said yes, that locks it on.
I mean, obviously at this point we'd probably be suspicious of like the guy not coming out of the room.
You'd be.
Yeah.
You could be. I don't know. I mean,
I'm gonna say we should probably go check on him.
I think that's just great. You just.
sorry, I.
'Cause we didn't hear that.
All
your
right,
plans.
boys, we're going in hot.
Cool.
You what?
RKO him off the edge and then just disappear.
Freaking gold.
Now you see what I want to do. Like, we're just going to leave a
yeah.
trail of cultists behind us, like, every mile, so that way we can breadcrumbs this back to where we
There's another one off the castle. Every 20 feet.
So I don't. How long did we hear those screams for from that guy?
A while. Okay.
Did we ever hear him splat or?
No, we are
We're way too high.
too
up
high
in the
for
air.
that. We were like 3,500 feet up.
It was 600 d10s, so it was like 2,340 damage that he took.
600 D10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
D6 is fine, dude.
so they're roughly. I mean, here's the problem. Let's say you're roughly 10,000 feet in the air, right?
Oh,
so,
wow, way high.
So you're high enough that you can still breathe easily, right, from an air density perspective, but you're very, very high up because you're not drawing attention to yourselves, right? You're not. You're very small in the sky. So at 10,000 feet, that's 1,000 d6.
This guy
Overkill.
So let's say you're only at 7,000 feet. That's 700 d6.
Even at slow fall would wear off, and you'd fall the rest of it.
We are attempting.
You basically disintegrate on impact.
And there's red. Red.
He is
In
really
the
a red.
skydiving world, it's called a bounce. You never want to bounce. This guy bounced.
A lot.
Or did he?
We are attempting our first attempt
The world may never know.
at drone deliveries.
Foreshadowing.
drone delivery.
It's our first drone. Oops, that didn't work. The drone delivery didn't work, guys. That did not work.
The drone dropped the package. It did not do what we needed.
The drone dropped the package. We repeat, the drone dropped the package.
I mean, we're just delivering messages.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to know what would have happened. Please keep that guy flying. He just shows back up.
Yeah, no
I
joke.
would be perfectly fine with that. We got ours in.
That was
Dave,
what we
you
wanted.
get yours in.
Yeah.
Give him Misty Step or Fly and bring him back. Just bring him back up to that edge.
And the guy,
That's a good- that's
he
a good
misty steps
question.
back on him, back behind me.
That's actually interesting. That might be a thing that I didn't pay attention to.
And if you have to switch out one of his spells, I'm just saying, if you
That's-
say it would be really cool, then I'm okay with it.
Is Misty Step available for wizards? I don't know if Misty Step is available for wizards.
That would
A
have been
paladin
amazing.
has it.
I know, but there's.
I'm
no,
pretty
I
sure it
understand.
is.
Yes, it's available for
Honestly,
wizards.
that
Yes,
would be amazing.
Joe
if
just
it
said it
had-
is.
Okay, what level spell is that?
It's a 1,
Like
Yeah.
2.
2. It's low. I have it.
Would he be able to set the reaction if I'm just
You know, but
It's a 2 a second.
So you think you know things, but I know things too.
I know. I just think it'd be so
That'd be
funny.
so funny.
He
And then
just
you
shows
sprout
up
wings.
and I just thunderstep him back on the edge.
No, I know.
There goes 2 spell slots.
he falls twice.
I just need to look this up real quick.
You're fine.
Yeah, we're gonna do something fun like that.
Yeah, if you say it'll be fun.
I mean, you let us have our fun with that.
that's all we care.
Like that was what we were trying to
Somebody
do. We were
came
like,
up with
this is
that.
gonna be
So
awesome.
yeah, so it's a second level
Like a year
spell,
ago
and
on this.
this guy,
Yeah. Nobody answered.
as soon as he has his hands free, he misty steps
And then takes-
and he lands right next to you.
That's amazing.
He lands right next to
Does he take his 9 points?
He might not take that much. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what
gotta
he
roll.
might
He
take.
Might
more.
take 12 points.
Yeah, he can
Yes.
take
He
more.
could.
Yeah. And he dies in the fall.
Yeah, but they're doing the reverse.
Oh.
Oh, if you're
Yeah.
Okay. So that was your turn.
Yep.
That was
So
Ollie.
you don't get the
Cast a reaction.
Misty Step with
As
you.
Bara.
I think they might be.
You see Asbara cast a spell.
Jordan,
That's fine. I'm friends
I
with
didn't know
them.
if you were listening.
I heard our Asbara's gonna take you out.
Yep. This
I
one's gonna
definitely want to
sting.
start making my way
Downtown,
Yeah.
walking fast, faces
because
past, and homebound.
something's not right.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I'll just tell the group, hey, we should probably check on him.
I see you. I don't know if he's actually watching though. He could just be hiding. Can't call out your lurkers, bruh. Hush, 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 hush. Aren't you glad you came for that?
I walked in at the perfect time.
Yeah.
I literally walk in and it's like you're bear hugging guy.
And I
Yep.
jumped off a
And
castle
he
ledge.
jumps off a castle.
Like, I just-
I
just said-
came in at literally the perfect time.
All right.
Yeah. Neat.
All right.
That's funny. He landed right next to me. I'm just gonna look and be like, damn it.
What's your AC?
Mine?
Uh-huh.
20.
Okay. So as you are standing there, you see these fire bolts come out of Asbarajos's hands,
Mm-hmm.
and they just basically fly right by your head.
Holy
There's
tits.
3 of them.
Oh.
These 3 streaks of fires right by you. None of them hit you, but you could feel their heat as they flew past. Zenrik, it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Because he came back, the guy who fell, he basically cast a reaction.
Yeah.
We're already past him in the order
No, I know.
because we're skipping his round. That's the whole point.
Right, yeah.
So then it was Ollie's turn, then it's Asbara's turn, now it's your turn.
As far as, what are you allowing them to do as far as moving this way? Because they said that
Yeah, I wanna
since
make our
he said
way.
that,
Okay, they have 50 feet that they have to overcome, so there's 2 rounds before.
right.
Okay.
So there'll be you all will have. We're gonna finish this round.
Okay.
There'll be 2 more rounds.
Okay.
Before they can show up.
Okay.
There's just
That that makes sense.
because there has to be some period of time where they realize he's not coming out.
Right.
And then
And
to
this
go back.
was 2
And then
seconds,
they have to-
literally.
And then they have to go back 50 feet just to get to
Right.
the door, which
Right.
is basically full movement twice, more or less.
Right.
Yeah, because
So-
you wouldn't be sprinting back that way.
Right.
Not like you'd all of a sudden know to dash.
Because you
Right.
don't know, you haven't really heard anything.
Right. And never saw him go out the room, so yeah.
Is that ogre still near that area?
Are you all killing people?
Right, I don't know if he
All right.
showed up.
What are you doing, Zenrik?
I don't think he was ever there.
Are the gloves coming off?
Do I know? Does Asbara know that I know him? Like, me and Asbara
Asbara.
has never been in the same place as Ollie, correct? Like, I've never seen Asbara with Ollie, right? As Resmir. Like, Resmir and Asbara have never been together when we fought them. History check. Boom.
Ooh,
Drop
I don't
me some
know.
knowledge.
No.
That's a nat 20.
Okay.
Shouldn't have wasted it.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't necessarily-
Asbara's conversation, he knows the party because he came into your room, right? So he knows you as the party. He doesn't necessarily suspect you of anything yet, but he is absolutely on
knows who I am.
Ollie. He knows who you are, and you descending out of nowhere. It.
He's on edge.
He knows
exactly,
exactly.
what's going on.
He's like you're, and he saw this guy go away. He saw you drop, and he saw the other wizard drop right next to him. So he knows there is some. He knows something is not right, and you are not in the place where
Right,
he left you.
right,
And he originally offered for you to leave them alone.
right.
I don't think that he's convinced that you're
Leaving him
agreeing
alone.
to that.
I tried to leave him alone.
And
We're like
he threw it
magnets.
off the castle.
Okay, it's your turn, Zenner. Let's go.
You know this person, Asbara?
He's like, yes, this is the Lox I was speaking of. He's the enemy. We have
Bad
to kill
guy?
him now.
All right. I don't know what move. do I know what moves do I remember Resmir using on us? We have the sword. We had
Darkness.
Darkness. I don't have that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't
Can
have
you illusion it?
Interrogative.
Do what?
Interrogative.
Yes.
Has
Pause for
Bob
meta.
been yelling loud enough for Derek and I to hear?
Not through the walls and the door all the way to the distance. There's no way for you to get here before 2 rounds pass.
Okay, has anybody walked by our door yet?
I don't know.
Right, because the person who was going to leave got thrown out the window and then Misty stepped back, right?
Right.
Right, and Asbara, that all happened before he could get to the door to leave.
Right.
So everybody's
Right, okay,
still inside
so-
the room.
So after sitting here for a few seconds when
That's what I was saying.
we figured someone was going to walk by, I'd like to peek out of the room
Yeah.
and see if I see anybody in the hallway.
No, you see nobody.
Yeah.
It's completely
Okay,
dead
then
empty.
I'm-
Like if you walked out of the
Yeah,
door and kind
he's got
of
2
like
rounds.
did a little sentry circle, you would not see anybody.
Okay, so I want to go back towards the door just so I can hear.
Okay. It'll take, like I said, it takes 2 rounds for you to make it all the way to the door. I'll give you 1 round. I'll give you 1 round more before you can get to the door.
Okay.
But we have to have 1 more round. It's just
I
Right. I
don't
mean, it
have
makes
my
sense.
sword with me,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna pretend to punch him.
okay. Great.
But while I'm pretending to punch him, I'm doing dissonant whispers to the dude behind him. Like, I'm going, "You're a terrible person!" You know, doing one of those.
Oh, okay.
But it's directed.
All right. So here's what
Wait,
happens.
that dude's charmed you though until he takes damage from you.
Right. But Asbara is still until I attack him. So Asbara won't attack me. That other guy
But this
will
guy
go,
now knows. He will know because he's charmed. Right? He'll know
he won't know
you
who I
attack him.
am, but yeah, he'll know I did something.
that
But
you did something to him.
who's to say it wasn't you doing it? Because this is all in his mind.
So I need you to roll d20 as an attack.
This is
Trust
you.
me. Roll a d20 as an attack.
Yeah,
What'd you
7.
get? Okay. So you do nothing to Ollie.
Right, I wouldn't hit him anyways. I just stop.
That's not up to you.
Not what Resmir would say.
You're
Aha!
just trying to punch him.
Yeah.
Right. So you hit him.
So basically, I was like, and you hit my cloak, and you got, your hand got stuck in my cloak, like that sort of
Eugene,
thing.
is
like
that what
wizard
you're
sleep.
calling it?
My cloak? I've got a cloak.
Your hand got stuck in my cloak.
Like
I
it's
don't
just
know
like
what
it's like a loose hoodie. You just swung and hit my clothing. Ooh.
Yeah, because
My
it's a
loose-
You have a loose hoodie.
Yes,
Loose hoodie.
Is that what we're calling it?
I'm a big boy.
I guess.
It's a weird,
All right.
it's a weird euphemism, dude.
There you go.
So does he have to do a save or anything?
Yes, this is a wisdom save.
Oh. I'm thinking that might fail.
16.
Wisdom?
Yep.
19.
Nice.
Ooh.
Which is fine. I didn't attack him, so he doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's all in his mind, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
He's crazed.
The other thing I could do is do a. I think that's all I'll do. Like, because if I try and do a, cantrip, he'll know. So, actually, no, I will do a sacred flame. At boy over there, dexterity saving throw, 16.
So you're going to go ahead and, instead of doing the punchy,
I'm still pretending to punchy punch at him.
but
But-
instead of doing the whispers, you're going to do a sacred flame at him?
Yeah.
Okay. And
So
what is
still
that?
on the fake punch? Is it a roll
Sacred
against
Sacred
me
Flame
again?
is still verbal somatic. Like, I just have to move my hands and use words, but I can still just
Okay.
pretend like I punch him.
But I'm still going to use my same die roll. I'm not going to re-roll.
Yeah, you have to. It's a new. This is a dexterity saving throw.
But are they both cantrips? That's what I'm
Yeah.
asking. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
dual
Thank you. I
cantrip.
was like, I already rolled for the one spell. I thought you were taking it back and replacing it. I'm like, still going to say it. Okay.
No, I'm doing two cantrips.
And it's dex?
Mhm.
Yeah, I got an 8.
Yes. 6.
Got 8.
7. Take that.
7 points of damage?
And I kicked him in the shin. Rah-rah-ree. Do I need to roll for another attack on Ollie to pretend like I hit him?
No.
Okay, good.
No, you're like. Pew, pew, pew. Okay.
Because normally this is what you do anyway, right?
I know.
For that. So really, all you came up to me and you go. Like that's all I can picture you trying to do.
Okay.
This was interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to be able to come back up.
Okay.
No, we did not plan for that.
No, I mean, it makes it fun, but I didn't expect that.
Right.
I think it's fair. I think it works.
Our plan worked.
It did. I mean, it did. We did what we wanted to do.
We are delivering messages.
So this is.
And you know, the
this
dropping
guy.
of people onto houses is it's great.
At least we didn't fail our first drone delivery.
Yep. We have not.
We are 100% accurate on our drone deliveries currently.
And it made it in one piece.
Wow. I can totally take you all right now. I think I'm going to try that. Because that sounds great.
That's good to me.
GG degree. Just jump off again.
Okay.
You could grab him.
Just go into an endless cycle of just jumping.
He's got to burn through his spell slots at some point.
Yeah. How many spell slots you got?
You need to be a. I need a. Hold on. I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
From me?
From the two of you.
Me
I
too?
didn't think he could attack you.
Yep.
Oh.
It's his turn.
Well, I mean, because he's charmed.
Yeah, I thought we were friends still.
Yeah, that may be true, but when you cast area of effect, it's just like.
Fair enough.
Like it hits all the targets.
Nat
Yeah.
20!
Oh.
Okay.
I got a 13.
13. All right. So Ollie, you just might die.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Dun dun dun!
I need to roll 11d6.
Ooh! Wow.
Ooh.
Alright, I got 55 health, Dave. Let's see what you got.
Give him an exact number.
This will be your first character to ever kill.
What is this?
I won't kill you.
That's 10. That's 10. That's 17. Is that correct? No. 12. Yeah,
21.
17. 27. That's 37 points of fire damage.
Was that fireball?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, do I take half, I'm assuming?
Yes. Cast at 6th level.
Oh.
So you take 37 and you
It's not launching
take
dead
16.
spell.
Rude!
There are things in the room that are now ablaze.
I'm just gonna be
How
like,
much
not
did
the
he
books!
How much did he take?
He didn't take any.
How can he not take any as their
Because he
effect?
cast it on the wall behind him.
Where did he cast it?
Right there. 5, 10, 15, 20. It goes foosh. He felt a wave of heat come right to his face.
I mean, that's what we would have planned as well. Like, that's fair.
So
That makes sense.
and you hear him say, "Sorry," as you're like trying to dive out of the way. You know, he's kind of yelling over to you. "Sorry, I gotta get this guy."
Okay, glad we know that.
Okay. And so Ollie, it is your turn. It's like, I have 1 6th level spell slot. I think I'm going to fireball. I probably have been able to do something else, but
Jump off the castle.
Yeah.
Okay.
in fact, let me see if I can do something. I mean, that's what we're doing, so it's your turn. I'm just for my own.
this the second round? Since it's back to the
Nope,
top?
this is
okay.
the one round. And
Oh, okay.
This is the round that you're on pause.
Okay.
And then you'll be halfway there for next round.
Right.
And then you'll be there.
So this door, Dave,
Uh-huh.
this is double entry?
Yes, that's a 10-foot. Well, it's single entry, but it's 10 feet.
You only get 15 foot of movement.
Yeah.
I only have 15 wide.
Because it's
Because
difficult.
it's difficult
it's
terrain
difficult
for
terrain.
everybody.
Okay.
And now there's
Start
fire.
attacking.
And now there's fire.
You could,
The papers and stuff, there's stuff on fire.
You also have 10-foot range.
Now, granted, based on where he cast the fireball, there's really not too much.
I can
much
make
on
it out the
fire.
door.
fight him. Fight him.
Okay, now grapple him and throw him out the window.
Yeah.
I can still.
Grab that one.
Just
Is this chair still here, or is that one that's been?
no.
moved?
That's
No, the chair is kind of inside. It's probably right in front of you.
this one is on fire. Those two are no
Those
longer
two
there.
They're on fire. They're flaming piles. You'll hurt yourself if you.
You
start picking
have
them.
wooden flaming sticks at your disposal.
Yes, wooden flaming sticks at your feet.
I'm just trying to think what Ollie would do in that scenario.
What would Ollie do?
Ollie's hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Versus
squirtin'.
squirtin'.
All right.
Did he say anything? Why doesn't he just touch himself?
I
He can lay his hands on himself.
We're all big boys in here.
And a girl.
Oh, this would have been better.
Well, why didn't you do that?
So technically, which way is this guy facing?
Towards you.
Oh,
He would have been facing that way.
Yep.
Because I want to come behind him and grapple him again and hold him between me and Esbara. Like, to where
okay.
that's what I want to do.
What's your range?
On what?
All your spells. 120?
Oh,
for the
I
most
should
part,
have done
yeah.
this other thing. I wouldn't have caused you any damage.
That's okay.
60 to 120.
So that's
That would have been just as cool.
I want to move. Oops, sorry.
800.
To here.
Yeah.
And then grapple him
Grappling?
and
All right.
keep him in front, in between
Right,
me
you
and
want human shield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or wizard,
Wizard
shield.
shield.
Okay. So when you do that, you need to roll strength against
Okay.
mine.
Okay, go ahead. Are you
Are
sure
you
you gave me the
drawing
right
over
tower?
there? Show me what you're drawing.
Here, use this one.
Okay. I got a
Ooh.
14.
I got a 12.
Just straight up 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So you use your
mean-
plus.
I did.
You get your strength bonus. You don't get. It's not like athletics. It's just your
I
strength.
did plus
is like-
2 to strength.
Okay, and then so you rolled a 10. Okay. So you tried to grapple him and it didn't work. Okay.
Then
that's
if that's
Asbara's.
the case,
That's Asbara's turn.
Is it my turn?
No, it's Asbara's turn.
God, that sucks. I should have done
Oh,
my
I
other
thought you
shit.
just did the fireball.
No, the red
This is
wizard. did.
That's why I don't do
Oh,
those
okay.
stuff. Okay.
But you're now at half cover because you're hiding behind someone. So, you know, that's a thing. Maybe. I don't know. What are you thinking?
I should have done my other stuff.
Why didn't you?
Yeah, that was just stupid. That was dumb.
I'm gonna evade you next round. You'll get back up there.
Where's my spellcasting? Okay, I rolled a 23. Because the first one was cocked. That's why I didn't roll with advantage. I just. And. You take 11 points of fire damage.
Me?
Yes. As these rays come at you again. Okay. Zen, it's your turn.
It is my turn.
I'm gonna make Ollie really mad here in a minute. He's like gonna crush his skull or something.
11 points of health.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm going to thaumaturgy the door open. You guys are
The door's open already? It was shut.
Yeah, it was closed.
Oh, okay.
It is not locked, so the
It's
doors
not
are now
locked.
open.
Okay. So you just blew the door open.
Okay.
Are they in the hallway? Because this is
Yeah.
that round.
Yeah, they're well.
They're halfway.
As
technically,
soon as
right?
you finish whatever you're doing, they'll be out the door. Because that's the end of this round. So this door, for all intents and purposes, is now open. And y'all are like,
What order are you guys in as well?
Why is the door open?
Because I
He
opened
just
it.
blew it
Thaumaturgy
open.
it open.
he thaumaturgied the door open.
Okay.
So we see like this burning room.
You didn't open it. It just goes. You're walking up to the door, and you just see the door go, boom, and it just
Good.
blows in. And you see,
Sail
Fire
down the
and
hall.
crazy.
it's not an inferno because of where the fireball was cast. It was cast. So technically, where the fireball was cast was up on the wall,
Okay.
right? So it created a sphere like above and down and away. So there's kind of smoldering papers and singed stuff like
Things
yes,
are on fire.
but it's not
on
like the
fire!
whole place is an
Right.
inferno. You just see you see a few burning things that aren't candles
Okay. Gotcha.
over basically by the wall where the wall would be.
All right.
8. 8 plus 6 plus 4. 18. I'm going to go up to attack Ollie and do a second level Cure Wounds and give him another 18 health.
That's hysterical. Okay, you're gonna punch health.
Yes.
back in him
I'm going to...
and be healed. You big man, you. Oh, you're so tough. Just be healed.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's funny.
That's what it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
Also, I am going...
4 points. Yes. Take 9
Like,
points.
instead
health.
of the punch and seeing red, you see green every time you punch. Like, what is he doing?
He hits it and like little one-ups go over
Yeah.
him, like boodling, 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 boodling.
Yeah,
Little
because
little health.
I can't do more, sorry.
That's, I mean, that's fine.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45.
I need the other 3 of you to roll initiative. Okay, what did you all roll?
15.
Oh crap.
That's sideways. That doesn't count.
Okay.
If it's not square, don't count it. I don't. I mean, I read
Okay.
a line when they do that.
Yeah, it was perfectly straight up down like
6.
Okay.
18.
million.
18. All right.
What'd you get?
So, Pandora, it's your turn.
Okay.
24.
I'm gonna come.
Remember, you also have your sword.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I have it.
just
I
make
have it
sure you
up.
remember.
I'm just making sure she remembers.
She's gonna come in here and be super badass.
Oh,
so
I know.
You just keep to
I
yourself.
have
I
my
know.
information up for my sword already, so
Okay,
I
I'm just,
know what I
I'm just
have.
making sure you remember.
I know what
I
I'm
got you.
All right.
That's not what I was trying to do, though.
Oh, what were you trying to do?
Okay, so
mean,
I'm
it's-
gonna walk in, and are there
It
still?
works this way.
It's
Notice-
difficult terrain. Nobody will be able to move more than 15 feet per round.
But there's
Anybody.
still stacks of things around to where I
You
can
have
move.
to step. Yeah, you can step
Okay.
over or around or kind of kick books
You're
to the
right
side.
next
I mean,
to
you're
that
able to. You're able to move.
Okay.
Activate.
What I'm saying is, you're able to
What am I
move
supposed
Deliver
to do?
message.
15 feet
Okay.
without much trouble.
You have a nice letter opener, and that is a very neat package.
Yeah, I do. I like opening letters. Okay.
So Asbara, as the door opens up, that thaumaturgy sound, he actually turns and is looking more or less at you. He's staring you in the face
At
this
his
point.
demise is what you mean to say.
Wait, staring at.
Them.
Pandora.
Okay.
Like the door, and then as Pandora's running
Like the
toward him.
noise
He's
scared
not here.
him.
What?
The door.
The door isn't.
Oh. The door. Yeah. Previous campaign. Never mind.
Two
Okay.
previous campaigns.
I'm gonna run up and say hi, and then I'm just gonna take my sword out and
Hi! Delivery!
Yeah.
It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno.
Avon calling.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a nice moisturizer
So roll it.
for
I
you.
can't see.
It's your blood.
Yeah, girl. Get it. You gotta go to actions. You
My eyes are so blurry.
Oh no, you good. That's a +6.
Yeah, it's
16.
Oh.
16.
Yes.
All right.
I
He casts shield.
of course.
Oh, that's funny.
He has a reaction.
Okay.
I have to play a wizard like a wizard. That's what
Yeah.
wizards do. They're like, I cast shield.
Okay. Go again.
Burning through those spell slots.
12.
Nope, that doesn't hit.
Oh wait, 14.
14.
Nothing.
Shield. That's
Shield lasts for the round.
Yeah.
15.
16.
17.
Isn't shield
It lasts for the round.
Yes.
Is shield +2 or +5?
It. Hold on.
Yeah.
+2, I
I'd have to
thought.
check.
It's +5,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So at
Well,
this
it
point,
depends, because cleric has
The one I have is only.
The one I
thing
have
that gives
is +5.
+2.
Yeah, it's like the one I have is only a +2, I think.
Mine's +5.
let me go look. I will check.
And you take
But
no
for a
damage
wizard,
from magic missile.
typically.
Yeah, those magic
What?
missiles.
It +5 bonus. to
Shield
AC.
of Faith is cleric, and it gives +2.
Yeah, this is +5.
Yeah, that's the
For
one I
one
have
round.
as well.
Okay.
Mm.
So you can swing all you want, but you're going to have to roll really high.
For
I
the
can swing
round.
all
Yeah.
I want.
Well, you have 2 swings normally. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is if you do your second wind, if
Yes.
I remember right, then you get another,
Attack.
like, you get another, like, or is it action surge? I
Yeah.
forget what it is.
One of those. Action surge, yeah.
I think it's action surge. You get another, you get a,
Yeah, second wind is barbs.
isn't second wind
Second one's
health,
the health one.
is the health one for a
Oh,
fighter.
well.
Well, how dare you? Don't tell me things I don't already know.
I'm just saying, you swung your twice.
Yes.
You didn't hit him.
No.
You're going to have to swing for
They
the
were
fences.
warning slices.
Okay.
You know how that first couple times you miss getting it in the letter opener and then wham pow right through it. That's what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna just give up.
Welcome
I
to
don't.
my
I don't like this. Okay. That's like 11.
Nope.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I thought you were.
Why does she not have the white one?
Because I didn't want it. Because I didn't
She
earn
actually
it.
put it back in mine.
Because I honestly didn't earn it. And I shouldn't have grabbed about it.
I tried to give it to
And
her.
I don't want it.
Oh. Then I'll
Because
trade you.
it's rolling bad.
It's in the jail.
It's permanently in the jail
in the
right
jail.
now.
Bad dice. Bad.
Here, I'll touch it. It'll make it better.
Put it in the microwave.
Yeah, put it in your
There,
chat.
it's all better.
I got a 20. Stop!
Oh!
I got a 21.
Look how much better that rolled.
No, I got a 21. I swear. I got a
what?
21.
Okay, 21 hits.
What did I roll?
Okay.
Just.
Ooh. So we know the floor.
I got
see,
a
it was
17.
Their
I know.
shield. Nice.
Shield.
Yep.
Good
you
job.
Got it. You finally got above a shield. So 21. That hits.
Okay.
Don't you take my die from me.
Don't
Roll
screw
the
it up.
damages.
Okay.
Did she activate rage?
I think she just activated.
This is right.
Yep,
Yeah.
She turned into a barbarian.
And
Another one.
then do I
Nice.
plus this one? No.
No, you just do the +3.
Okay.
So it's 10.
10. Yeah.
10
damage.
damages.
It's more damage than that.
Oh.
She hits.
Oh, okay.
Because you have to read. It's like got necrotic and stuff. There's.
If she rolled a 20,
Oh, I'm
is
using
that
the
a-
great sword, aren't I?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
Oh.
1d10. I think it's 1d10 plus your
click that to
modifier.
click.
Yeah, it's
And
ridiculous.
then Hazaron, I think, adds like another d6 or 2 of
yeah, it's
necrotic or
'cause-
something.
and then they can't regain the hit points for. Is it the round?
Okay.
Like
So that's a
minute.
+8
Okay.
instead. So you need to do 2 of these.
Okay.
Roll that twice. 5. 7
7.
plus 5. 12.
Okay.
12 damages.
Okay.
Plus 2 more of those. 5.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay.
Ungodly.
22. 10 of it is necrotic.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. It's like
Yeah.
if when you hit,
Oh, it
it
yeah.
hurts. I was like, there's no way you just did that. Unless
Yeah.
you roll like snake eyes on your damage.
Yeah, yeah.
What was your
Okay.
first attack?
Plus, well,
Her
first one on the attack roll.
It wasn't like
She said an 11 or a 13.
No, she rolled a 16. She rolled a 16, and that's why I cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
To take me to 21.
Gotcha.
I mean, on her very first attack, I know that.
Oh, okay. That's what I didn't know. I just know.
Perfect.
And then you also do the necrotic thing.
You did.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the second.
Okay, so 22, and I believe it means he can't also take healing for a minute. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
That thing is nice.
Okay. Sedova.
How's he looking? Is he
That's the first
Meh.
time he's taken damage.
He's bloodied.
okay? All right.
Oh, bloody.
Does he realize that was
Jordan,
my
I know what I
sword?
want to do.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Not for this.
Oh.
So
Uh,
I'm just going to start using that. I like
one
the
of those
bloodied
weapons.
condition from
Okay.
4th edition. That is, when they
You can make a
reach,
wizard.
once they are
Half
less
health.
than half health,
They're bloodied.
they're bloodied. And
I
so
like
I
that,
will just
yeah.
announce when a creature is bloodied.
I like that. Yeah.
It's easier for me to keep track of than like how smiley
Right.
face are they.
Okay.
So they are bloodied. With one attack to hit. Well, when the Mack truck hit him.
Yeah, exactly. I need an intelligence save from him.
Oh.
Yes. Intelligent wizard.
Yes.
22.
Oh goodness.
It's a
Okay.
wizard, Derek.
Yeah, I know. I figured.
He's a wizard, Harry!
This wizard is intelligent. Dang it.
Okay.
How about you take acid arrow and shoot it as a slime, sir?
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
There's a slime out there. I want to use Melf's acid arrow.
Did you
That
just say
actually-
MILFs?
No,
Melfs.
M-E-L-F.
I like
He
it.
said MILFs.
It's Melf's acid arrow. That's the name of the spell.
I heard him
Literally, it's called that. Would you like to look it up?
No, I believe you.
say it. He
Okay.
said it.
I will throw a firebolt
You know-
at him.
It'll happen.
Different
That
types
was
of
a
casters.
cantrip?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
A firebolt.
And that
Hey.
misses.
How's it looking?
So
Great.
I will
Thylac, it's your turn.
move right there.
Hell yeah. Okay, so
You are able to see,
Good. I like it.
you know, you kind of have direct line of sight. The door's
You even
open.
have
An 8.
advantage.
You can move 5 feet over.
Right. That's the goal of it, right?
Oh. I was moving
He
after
won't
my
have
turn.
advantage because that's for people in melee range.
I don't know what that
I
is.
was moving after mine.
Needs
You can't be
I'm
flanked.
gonna cast
Circle means a
You can't be
lot.
flanked unless you're
True
melee.
Strike
Wait, no.
on
Now we
which
know
one
what
is
he
bloody?
He would need to move.
And you can have it more.
Because I
Black.
moved there.
Near, it doesn't
So,
have to be so
True
random. These are
Strike.
either or.
Will give me advantage on my firebolt,
Oh.
Circle is
There you go.
which I don't need because I rolled 18 plus 6,
It's cool.
You're right.
so 24 to hit.
Yep. 24 hits. It doesn't matter. He's like,
my favorite.
You made that?
Yeah, that's Dave's tattoo. let's do
So
it.
that'll be 7
This
fire
is Dave's
damage.
tattoo.
7
This
fire
is
damage.
his tattoo.
Yeah, I don't think a tattoo
gosh.
artist is gonna be this detailed.
That's amazing.
What does it look like? I want to see.
This is.
And then I'm gonna move
That's
into the room
amazing.
1 square, and then 2, 3,
It's really
4.
cool.
Let's go.
How much?
5
Your
squares.
half
west.
movement. Half movement.
5 squares. What? You only get
Okay,
3.
hold on.
You get 3
30
squares total.
feet, so 15. 1 in, and then 2, west.
Yep.
Mamma mia.
Cool.
All right.
What's the monk gonna do?
Huh?
Oh, not a monk.
No, he's not a monk.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that brings us to the top of the round. All right. So,
Last?
Red Wizard, huh? Yeah.
I thought I was last.
Well,
Okay, there's 2 orders. You have the original combat order. Then they rolled, and the 3 of them go at the bottom of combat because they're new to combat.
Oh, okay.
So they have their own rolls that are their order, and now we're starting, and it's
they'll be placed.
they're no, they don't reorder.
Oh, it
They're-
does not. Okay.
No, because you have 2
Right. We
fights.
came
They're
in
the
second.
add-on,
Right.
right?
Okay.
But
Right.
they're in their order,
Right.
right? They have the 3 of them have an
So
order.
they'll
right?
always go in threes.
Right.
It'll always be
He'll be
your
dead
stuff,
next.
and then 1,
I
2,
see.
3.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
That makes sense.
So
I don't think
the
we've ever
red
done it
wizard,
that way.
because they're
That makes sense. We
adding
just
to
have
the-
never done it.
Yeah,
that
They're
way.
just
that
adding.
makes sense.
Well, that's because I learned something on the last
No, that's
2
cool.
weeks about how to do additive work.
That's cool.
And so when you add monsters, the monsters always come in at the bottom, regardless of what their
That makes sense. Yeah.
stuff is, and you just keep adding. Every time something adds, They roll initiative.
It's
for
their own-
particular order
right.
for that group.
Because that is
Right.
now a fight. In a fight.
That's gonna
Well,
be so much
right.
nicer to try and DM for.
So if you have a group
That's really cool.
that has initiative order, and anything gets added, they always get added
To the bottom.
below that
In their order.
in their particular order. If you add one, it doesn't matter what, you know what I mean? Let's say that one more person walked in. That one person always goes last. They're always,
Right.
they
So
get
if you're
inserted
last.
at the end. They're at the end. It doesn't matter what their initiative is.
Makes
They're at
sense.
the end. So that's just, I didn't know that. And so you you try to keep learning as a DM. And when you learn about how the combat system works, you're like, oh, that's so much easier. So, yes, so Red Wizard over there, he's going to turn around and he's going to look right at you, Ollie. And
Fushroda!
Is that right?
I hope he shoots him off the edge. That'd be great. Can he try and take him off the edge?
he could, but you haven't hurt him yet, have you?
Hurt who?
Have you hurt that Red Wizard?
No.
No,
So he's-
nothing's.
So at this point, he's like not. Actually, based on your position, yes, he can do the thing that he wants to do, which he wanted to do earlier and he couldn't. Where is it?
Because he thinks I'm a friendly. He gets a bonus.
Yep.
What I miss?
Dave's thinking. He finally gets to use characters that actually have some skills to them instead of, I'm a bullywog. Ribbit, ribbit.
Swing a sword.
Yeah.
You need to make a con save, 15 plus.
Ribbit.
I believe in you.
You need a different.
16.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Wow. I rolled a 12 plus 4.
All right.
That was close. I was like, oh no.
So you take half of 25. You take 12 points. Take 12 points of thunder damage, and
Thunder.
You don't go flying off the edge.
You're right.
you didn't get pushed off the edge.
Whoa, no, that's everybody. That hits me too.
Oh, that's right. So that's right. You need to take that. Right. Yeah, I need a con save from you. You're right.
21.
Okay.
And how much damage?
12.
That's twice you've hit me, sir. I don't appreciate it.
He's like, sorry, this guy's trying to kill me.
I've been trying to hit him too.
I know. He's a real pain in the butt, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, Ollie, it's your turn.
I'm going to move to here.
Okay. I know exactly what you're doing now. It's very smart.
Yeah.
No, really, that's
Yeah.
really smart. I didn't hurt him.
No?
Mm-mm.
Oh. That's what I was originally going to do, and I was like,
No,
can't
I
do
get
that
it.
yet.
No, that's smart.
How charismatic do they seem? I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you.
He's gonna die animately.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, let me know. So many
Would he scream to his death from falling from 10,000 feet, some would say?
I'm sure.
We're totally chucking these bodies off the edge, though.
Oh yeah,
I'm just
after
saying.
we're done.
But
I've got the strength to do it.
not before I dress
It's
you
your
two up as them.
Oh.
Ollie, it's your turn.
Try not to ruin their robes.
What's
Falling off. Just throw some naked dudes off.
Naked bodies. Oh my gosh, that's so
So
disrespectful, right? You kill them, strip them naked, and push the bodies off.
What are they to
Oh
us
my
anymore?
gosh. Okay, it's your turn.
I'm going to. I'll just go ahead and.
His vengeful side's coming out.
Vengeance Paladin.
I don't want to hurt the robes.
You're thinking too much.
I just don't want to hurt the robes. I'm swinging.
Stab the face.
Go for the ankles.
The cankles.
Someone has mend. Come on.
I don't have man.
Okay,
That's what I'm gonna
I
take
swung at him.
Mm-hmm.
With a 21.
That hits.
Woo.
Okay. I haven't done this in a while. Give me a second. Where's my... There we go.
Roll damage dice.
Yeah. yeah. Yeah, I wasn't kidding.
Roll for damages.
That's bad.
Okay, so that was 4 damage. I'm going to swing a second time.
You only did 4? You
Yeah.
rolled 1?
I rolled a d10. Oh, I
That's a
freaking
D8.
d8. F me. I rolled a 2.
Okay, so you rolled a 2 and you only have...
A +2.
What? Are you using your halberd?
Your damage is +2. Are you sure?
No, that's wrong.
It's gotta be.
It says 1d10 +2.
Why is it +2? It should be like +4 or 5. Like you're a grown ass.
Elephant.
It's that's what it says.
I don't believe... Something isn't right. No.
What's the +2 attack?
Oh, it doesn't think that you're...
A
That's
melee?
wrong. It says it's a melee weapon. Martial. See, it's a martial weapon, and you're proficient with martial weapons, so you should get your proficiency bonus. It should be +5, because you get your strength bonus plus your proficiency bonus. Because you're proficient with martial weapons, and it's
So
a
I've
martial
done
weapon.
+2 this entire game.
This should be
entire
this
game.
should be +5. I don't know what's wrong. I mean, I'm just telling you, that's how it works.
What about the attack part? Is that the right plus? Or have you
It's
had...
+5 to it's +5.
Can I just do that?
Sure,
Let's see if that saves it and changes it.
sure.
Let's see if it...
You just click somewhere else.
Getting all the ladies. Yeah? You don't say.
So yeah, I wasn't kidding. +2.
Do you like it or no?
What? I just scrapped it all.
Did you really?
Something is not
I just
right.
realized.
I don't know what it is.
Because I
I'll
was
look at
going
it.
for
I'm
the
just telling
kinda,
you, it
like,
should be
orange
+5.
thing,
Okay.
and I realized,
Yeah, I've always
why
done
don't I use
+2,
all the
like
claws with
always.
the claws? Because I was like, I don't want to like only match one claw. And I was like,
Something
I'll
does.
just
Something
use
isn't right. I don't know
three
what it
different
is.
colors.
Okay, so just do +5 on that then for now.
just do
For right
Like
now,
till we...
green.
Okay.
5?
because it's a strength-based weapon,
black. and
Right,
white
that's...
right?
count.
So you
Right.
get your +2 from
Are you
strength.
gonna do one of
But
those
if
like
you're proficient with
where
the
it's
type
like
of weapon it is, and
half
it says
blue,
it's
half
martial,
green, but then
Right.
it has like a
right?
And that's why
spot
you
and
where
you're
need that.
proficient with martial weapons, so you should be also +3.
Gonna do like an
And
iris,
so
you know,
you're
with,
it's
like, all the
+3 to
little,
hit,
like,
and
things.
for the
How
for
is
the
that?
damage.
You know
Oh,
how
they
That's my
can't see you.
understanding.
You know how
Yeah.
irises work.
So that's all it gives me. though.
There's great singer.
I think. Hold on, let me go look at her.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it's a great song by the Goo Goo Dolls. Iris.
I'm gonna go look at her. So I'm gonna clarify because I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's how it works.
It's just all of those, but I'm gonna do
You want me to?
the
No, no,
colors.
no.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I like it.
No. Yeah,
I
you
can
don't
side
get your
note.
proficiency
As I
bonus
was
on the
driving over
damage. You
here,
get the
I realized
proficiency bonus
I'm
on the
gonna
base
put
hit.
a focus
Because
SC
otherwise
with red
she'd
mud
be
flaps and blow
+6,
off
and that's a +2
valve.
weapon. So that's why it's +5. It's +3 plus the +2
Did you-
modifier.
Because I was like driving, this BMW like flies past me, like revving
So,
super loud. I was like, "Who are you?" And I was like,
yeah,
"No,
it
wait,
is
no,
+2.
never mind." I was like, I know
Sorry,
where I'm at.
love you.
Okay, so then only 4 on that one.
So
Okay.
did you give him a
4 on
vroom
the
vroom?
first
and
So
you
that
passed
was- that
the,
was
top
right,
of Boy
okay.
Yeah, that was right. Sorry,
Okay.
I,
Burger King?
sorry for the confusion. I guess I've forgotten all the rules.
So you
Yeah,
don't
like,
you don't
Never
get
mind.
you only get +2?
Yeah, it's +2
Tragic.
because you don't get your proficiency bonus on the damage modifier.
You get it on
It's
the hit
just-
modifier.
You get it on the hit modifier.
And that's what it already has. So
I
it's-
understand,
that's what-
but I was just being an idiot because I thought it was different.
Well,
It's
we'd
okay,
all
I
hope
can
I
be
do
a-
more damage. That's why I don't roll damage very often, guys.
I'm just stupid.
Balance.
We gotta keep the
I'm a
balance.
stu- Hey, you got a stupid DM. Every once in a while, I gotta
Hey,
learn the rules.
you have high AC and do little damage, unlike Derek, who has a high AC and does a lot of damage.
So then I got a
Freaking
16,
rip.
16 on this hit as well. And then let's roll a d10 this time, okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, Derek
Oh, sorry.
Everybody off of a castle.
I was
I
true.
get a
I
reroll
have not
that
done that.
because if I roll 1 or
To be
2
fair,
on
though, the guy
damage,
did save himself. So.
Yeah.
then the last one I get a reroll.
I was
Did you
confused
roll the
with
other
Joe,
So then I'll read.
who has a high AC and lots of
That
damage.
was an 8 on that one, so 10.
So it's a-
Second one is an 8, so 18.
Here's the thing, though.
God,
That
that,
guy
was
didn't have that
rough,
spell.
Dave.
So
It
Like, we
was.
made it through that 5
Yeah.
minutes. I
Just rewrote
appreciate it, but
just
that
so we
was
would have
rough.
more combat. So technically, yes, we threw him
We
off
threw
the
him
edge,
off,
and
yeah.
he fell to his death. But we wanted some combat, so we said, "Yeah, Dave, change your spells and come back
Yeah.
up, so we can murder him
Well,
the
the
right
thing was,
way."
Why
he
do
didn't
those
have it
roll?
listed as Misty Stab.
Oh, did I have some water on it?
And so if I swapped his spells around, then
Yeah.
it does let me come back. This is a hell of a lot more interesting. Anyway, way to spend our evening.
Hey,
Um,
I don't know. I
okay.
would have loved to see what happened with the screams.
Yeah,
okay.
they just get quieter because it's getting further away.
Okay. It's Asbara's turn.
No, what is he? What's the green? Is he?
That's Joe's. He's got True
Is it-
Strike on him.
Oh, okay.
True troll.
True Troll.
It was used.
Oh.
Haha.
Yeah, +2. That's all I get, guys. Sorry.
And drink.
That's why I don't roll damage. Why do you think I do all the cool things I
You
do?
got all that other.
Michael.
Okay.
All
so
I did was just punch you with heels. So
what is your Pandora? What's your AC?
16.
16.
Shield.
Is much cooler.
So you got
You
like
look much
a
cooler.
15, right?
Okay. Yeah. So you saw Asbara sitting there, and he just goes, "Boosh, boosh, boosh!" And she like tries to shoot fireballs at you. These little, you know,
Wimpy
you know,
fireballs.
and they just go
Yeah.
around you, and none of them hit you, which freaking sucks. My D20 is not rolling tonight.
Neither is
So
mine.
Zen, it's up to you.
That's me. Alrighty
Mario.
then. So they're both looking bloodied.
I didn't say that,
Oh, okay. One of them is.
Asbara looked bloody.
but I will tell you that this other guy looks bloody.
Okay.
Now that you ask.
I was just inferring to my own senses of what I could see through the DM's eyes.
Yes, he appears to be bloodied.
Oh, okay. Good. Just making sure.
It's you think.
No.
You're like, it looks like he's got blood coming out of his eyes.
It's an illusion.
You're pretty sure there's blood coming out of his eyes.
Fan.
That or he's leaking strawberry jelly.
That's it.
Got him, Joe.
That's gotta be.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at the dude in front of me.
Okay.
So that is an attack roll. And I have advantage because of...
Yes, you're in melee. And flanking.
That is an 18.
Yep.
Oh, that hits? Okay.
Since he's looking at Ollie, he's not looking at you, so I'm not going to let him react to, you know what I mean? I'm not giving him a shield reaction. He can't tell what you're doing.
Yep.
16.
It doesn't seem to make fair. Like, oh,
Right.
cast from behind.
Right.
22.
22 what?
Radiant damage. Straight to
He
his
doesn't
butthole.
get to... He
No.
doesn't get to-
He just explodes.
Okay, so who's looking in this direction? Is everybody basically seeing this
Yeah.
guy?
Pretty much.
I'm pretty sure this is Ollie
Okay.
just from
Okay.
the other side.
So as this radiant comes in,
Oh, it's
what I'm saying is,
guiding
as
bolt.
this radiant damage hits this wizard, what you see is, for just a brief second, everyone thinks they see basically what appear to be a very elaborate snowman covered by robes, and then it slumps into a giant pile of snow with robes laying on top of it.
Just
There is-
neatly folded.
there is a pile of, I'm just telling you, there is a pile of snow about the approximate mass of a human, right? just like a pile of snow with red red robes and stuff on it. That's what you see.
Help
What the hell
me!
is that?
Hey Joe, why don't you roll Arcana and History? Use the better of whichever of those two rolls you get.
Nat 20 plus 6.
Okay. When the battle's over, you know exactly what happened. When the battle's over, I'll tell you what you found.
Okay.
I mean, you're in the middle of a fight. You saw this happen, right?
Right. So I know, but I won't communicate it yet.
You can't communicate it because you're in the middle of a fight. But you know exactly
Right.
what happened.
Asbara! Run! They're
Okay.
about to get us!
Pandora, it's your turn.
Whoa! I still have time.
Huh?
I'm not over yet.
Oh, I thought you just cast.
I got bonus cantrip, son.
How is that? That was a cantrip?
No, that was a spell, but Sacred
Oh.
Flame is listed as a bonus cantrip.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll shut up again. I'll let my players do whatever the hell they want. And they're just like, pew, 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 a billion freaking damage. How do you like them apples?
600 d6.
I'm so sorry, Dave. Now I don't want to take my turn.
I miss.
He's texting Joe.
I'm texting Joe so that Joe knows what he needs to communicate to other
Okay.
people. I'm texting him his Arcana
Oh,
and his
okay.
history with a nat 20. So, yes, what are you doing? You're doing something?
Can I have a Sacred Flame Dexterity 16?
Dex 16?
Yes.
Dude, that's rough.
Sorry. I don't mean to murder your people this hard.
He fails.
12 damage?
12 more damage?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jordan's not sorry.
Hey, this is the first fight that I've actually done anything in. Let's be
Okay.
honest here.
That's
And,
true. Yeah, for a
and
while.
what were you guys doing? Sacred Flame?
That's Sacred Flame, so some more radiant damage is about to happen.
Oh, this is Radiant. I was
Yeah.
going to say.
It's been really
Okay,
useless.
so as you kind of
around.
cast this from behind, Pandora, I need you to roll a con save.
We're about to Indiana Jones Ark of the Lost Covenant here, and he's gonna face melt.
Got a 14.
You got 14. That's good enough. As you're sitting there, you're not permanently blinded, but for a few seconds you see kind of a white spot because you see this radiant damage kind of go and gleam, and it kind of looks like right at the end of the Matrix where Agent Smith dies, where there's like light peering out of him, and you
Yeah.
see his eyes just become this radiant damage right at you. It's like his eyes explode, burn right at you, and then his whole body just burns away with his
Yeah.
radiant damage. But it's very intense.
Message delivered.
Shut the door. We got something to clean up.
Okay, clean up on aisle 2.
Thaumaturgy, unseen certain.
No, that's what's getting ready to happen.
All right, and with that it brings us to the end of combat because they are both dispatched at this point.
Awesome.
Shoot, son.
That was way more intense than jumping off the ledge.
That jumping off the ledge was cool, though.
It was a great idea. I'm glad that we did it this way.
Yeah.
This is a lot more
So
interesting.
guys, what that was a simulacrum. It's basically a clone of someone or something.
Both of them were?
No, one of them, the
No.
one that turned into a pile of snow.
Was that Red or Asbara?
Red.
That was red.
The one that turned into a pile of snow.
So he's not the real
So it
real
was
deal.
seven.
Which is good, because that person doesn't know that I murdered them.
Do they now? Or
I don't
don't they know?
I don't
Or
know.
As far as
Maybe.
you know, you
Just
you don't
before
know.
that happened, because if this was like Joe's wizard, you know, he's like rat, and the guy's like, and so he sees you do that stuff, and all of a sudden
He's
his
not
clone's
looking at
gone.
me.
No, he's looking at you.
He's looking at you. So all of a sudden, his clone just turned into radiant. Is what I would imagine.
And you're a paladin, so.
So he just sees this giant
I don't,
gray
I don't know that he
elephant.
can see through it because it's another creature.
It's not.
It
So it's
becomes
not
a
like you're rat.
humanoid. It's not real. It's not fake. It's like a thing. It just is.
Unseen servant. You can't see.
It's a.
But it has semi-autonomy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're basically an autonomous creature. The real difference is they can't regain spells when they cast them. That's kind of the limit.
And they can't learn new stuff.
They
I
can't
don't know
learn new
how.
spells.
Your brother.
Okay.
So there you
I'm
go.
just sitting here.
Neat.
You know that what you just fought was not who you thought you were fighting, but it fought valiantly.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
For a
pretty
second.
cool. That's pretty cool
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
So I almost took a fake creature off the world. I almost died in the process of doing something
That is correct.
fake.
And I wouldn't have been able to share it. That is so that's not part of the adventure. I did that because I thought that was cool.
That is cool. That's really cool.
Well, that's cool.
That's my own.
Dude, like, puts a whole new spin on drone delivery. You delivered the drone.
Yeah.
It was the drone all along.
It was the drone all along. No, I think it works better. I think playing these things out work better in the overall narrative. You'll eventually understand enough of the narrative.
Execute Order 66.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Route 66.
What
Execute Order Route 66.
Now the only
What if,
one.
what if the real enemy is the drones we make?
Yeah, they talk about it's supposed to be Amazon delivery, but it's really Skynet.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm just saying, we've already tried making enemies of ourselves, but we were corrected of that, so, We're the good guys here, trying to
Killing
deliver
everyone.
people to the ground. Safely.
To their grave.
FedEx ground. That's a whole new meaning to FedEx ground.
Yeah.
6 feet under.
There was another parcel delivery that was going to pick him up off the ground and get him where he's going.
What, the snowplow? Scrape him off.
Conjure a snowblower.
Yeah. Snowboard. Okay.
All right, so let's close these doors and do
Yeah.
this thing. I'm going to
Okay.
detect magic Macarena for 10 minutes.
Okay. Does anybody have? Is thaumaturgy a cantrip, right?
Yes.
Okay. So who's going to put out the fires?
I will.
Okay. So we need to do a little thaumaturgy wind blowing, putting out the candles, so to speak.
Yeah.
And take care of the stuff that would be smoking otherwise. That would be
I will use my control
relatively
fire.
bad.
We need to do that?
That's brilliant.
Just snuff everything out.
That's great.
I can just do warding wind, 20 mile an hour. It just circles me and just put books and papers everywhere.
Right, we'll never find another piece of paper in this room. And the deck is shuffled.
Yeah.
That's actually what I want to do. I want to collect a ton of these papers
Okay.
and put them in my backpack.
Okay.
Thanks.
What's a ton of these papers? Describe what you mean by.
Have you
All
ever
of
watched
them.
anime and everything's
2,000?
stuffed and it's still?
Well, we don't have any encumbrance, so I think you need to.
The whole
How much can this
room.
bag of holding hold of papers?
No.
Yeah.
So what's your goal? And I'll tell you whether or not I'm down.
Next
with
time I use this warding wind, I just want to open my backpack and I just want 1,000,000 sheets of paper going around here with me. And if anyone is next to me, they're getting paper cuts.
Well, I don't know about paper cuts
Because
but-
it does no damage.
Do you have any?
It can
direct
definitely be
with you?
distracting.
Hit him with the follow-up.
Do what, Joe?
It would definitely be distracting.
Yeah.
Extremely.
I'll make them all into paper airplanes, so that way they go better.
I'll say that you can get 100 sheets of paper.
And then,
Like, that's reasonable.
so they'll give tiny cuts, and then I can throw like some alcohol in there so it'll burn, or maybe some lemons I can squeeze.
So they just really won't like you very much, but it's not going to do any calculable damage.
No, this does nothing, but it
Put
could.
the poison in it.
But I can. But I mean, if you're wanting to have random papers to throw away, sure.
Okay.
Like you can find 100 sheets of random paper. That's not a problem. So what's that? Why are you Macarena?
So I can get my magic.
Is that how that works?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
This is.
I gotta
Are you
detect
unsaid
magic.
Oh, you're detecting magic in
It's a
this room.
ritual.
Yeah. So anytime I do a ritual, I've got to do the Macarena.
Okay. Yeah, like
It's self-imposed.
all kinds of these books have stuff in
It
them.
truly is.
Awesome. So I'm gonna start grabbing them,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, Thylak," and I'm just gonna chuck him every single book that's magic, and he's just gonna have to start making piles of important ones.
Okay. Most of this magic you don't understand because it's random. It's random stuff, and so as opposed to recognizable spells, you're talking up there. You're talking about all kinds of research as opposed to full spells. So every book is going to glow because somewhere in them is going to be a spell, but you're going to have a hard time finding anything that's of use to you at a particular time because a lot of this stuff has to do with how you invent spells. It's training for
Cool.
spell creation, if that makes sense.
Cool. Yeah,
So-
I'll take a few of them.
So
Yeah.
but that's what
Bag
I'm
of
saying. So
holding.
it's spell related, but it's more like how to take things you know and create other things with it. Yes.
Is he telling us this so that way we know that
Like
that's
a
what these
homunculus?
books are?
I don't know what a homunculus is. That's not a word I don't recognize that.
It's
Should
from Full Metal Alchemist.
I? No. I mean, if anything, it's more like a Horadric cube.
No, but
The Horadrum saved away lots of things. They're wonderful with your magic. Perhaps you could take 3 of these books and say a conjuration above them, and you might get something out of it.
you put 3 of them in there, and then a go-tooth into the cube, and now you can summon a sheep.
The Roger Cube. You put things together and.
No,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
as he told us that's what these books are.
I don't know. Have you told them?
Yes.
Hey, great. Hey, we should pack up a bunch of those for your waifu to give it to her later.
We can mail it to her.
If we ever come back.
Well, we're not sending mail to his wife.
We're not delivering her a message.
She knows better than to open anything we deliver.
She knows you.
She'll cast Detect Ass Hattery. He'll know what's going on.
Immediately.
Huh?
Please give that as a spell to one of your BBEGs. Detect ass hattery. These guys are gonna throw me off a cliff. I shouldn't go near a cliff.
Well, if they had the halberd of warning, he would have been
it's
like.
Detect Shenanigans.
Oh,
Yeah.
Detect shenanigans, yeah.
He
It's-
would have
is it a
known
ritual?
something was going on.
But yeah, I would
He
definitely
casts
say
Undo Shenanigans.
two shenanigans.
As he's falling off the castle.
It's a cantrip.
That
We're not
should have
doing
been
anything.
his 6th level spell. Undo shenanigans.
It's a reaction
Yeah.
to shenanigans.
No, I would suggest
It's a
we
nice
throw a
little
bunch of these books into our bag of holding for your waifu.
Okay. I agree. I think that spell creation is really cool, especially
Yeah,
since that's
it
what
is.
she's into, and
Okay.
that's what I like about
We're
her.
gonna
Can you put that?
take a
Okay.
look.
Like, we'll say you find 10
Oh, that's
volumes.
Cool.
You find 10
That's
volumes of
That's wicked.
reasonable, right? Like reasonable
neat.
information. Yeah. Davey like.
I want like a whole set, like volumes 1 through 10.
Nope. Only 1, 7, 3, 5, 9, 8, 12, and 22.
Worst encyclopedia salesman ever.
I only have the H's with me today, so you're gonna have to deal with it.
Instead of full sets from a year, I have all the H's from every year. 98, 99, 2000. Oh man.
Oh man! And then the year Wikipedia comes out, like Britannica just goes
You
tank.
cannot cite Wikipedia.
Nope.
Wikipedia is incredibly accurate and it's super underrated. Also, everybody should go donate to them. Just saying. That's,
Yeah,
there's my
Wikipedia is
soapbox.
awesome.
It's my
Yep,
soapbox
they
for
deserve
today.
money. No,
They do.
you're right. They deserve money. All
I
right. So, what is next on your agenda? Oh, let me guess. Red Death.
not yet.
I want to look at Asvara.
I would like to know if either of my spellcasting friends would like to put on a robe and let me don them with makeup.
I'm gonna say pick me, pick me.
Sure.
I can't.
think-
You can't pick me because I'm friends with the giant man,
And I think it'd be really hard to hide your trunk.
and we can't pick him because he is also with me on giant man. Unfortunately.
Still though, I can just take it off, but wear it in the meantime.
I mean, it doesn't
You're a
have to
giant
be.
man? What are you talking about?
It doesn't have to be right now.
Big B.
Right. Right.
This is my partner in crime when we went and spoke to Big B.
You're right.
Oh yeah.
Right. It doesn't have to be right now. I'm just
Right.
saying, at some point
You
we
have it.
have.
I think that you should definitely, if you have that in mind of being useful, you should certainly collect the
Yeah,
clothing. That
right.
is a reasonable.
At least put him as Asbara.
I mean,
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
I think that
Big,
is a must.
Big Red, Big Red's clothes obviously are reasonably intact.
Right.
Asbara only took one cut, so with a little bit of, Mendy work,
Yeah.
I think that could be.
Thaumaturgy the
Prepared.
blood right off.
Ah!
Bless.
Does Asvara have anything on him that seems?
Oh yeah,
of
we never
value?
even looted the bodies.
I know that's what I'm like.
I'm pretty.
We keep forgetting to loot.
I mean, I don't
really
know.
proud of us.
There is no loot on the snowman.
No,
I would've
but
went
I'd like
down
to
the
double
room.
check
What
that.
about DOS loot?
Yeah, you find 2 scrolls of mage armor.
Okay.
One to you and one to Joe.
I can't use it.
Oh, Joe, can you use scroll? Never mind.
My
He can hear us.
my-
Joe, can you use
can use mage
scroll of
armor.
mage armor?
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
puppy!
I'm thinking he
I
can
know.
copy it.
And-
Mage armor?
Yeah,
I
there's
might-
two of them.
Need it. I have physical armor.
Yeah, that's the thing is you have to take off.
major around the people.
Mage armor is only
you
like
can't
14.
Wear right,
Yeah,
and you can't be wearing armor. Yeah, my AC is better than
And then he has a dagger,
Okay.
and then he has a
I like
little, a little just smooth orb that
think
says
I'm gonna go-
spellcasting focus.
Okay.
So it doesn't appear to be valuable to you.
How about the dagger?
Overall, but
It
yeah.
doesn't appear to be valuable.
Okay.
It's-
That looks
it's,
that looks awesome, dude.
Seems to have like some draconic
that's what I'm
design
going
on it, but it's not.
Awesome
Okay.
is a key word.
It's not. It's not magical or
Oh, okay.
silvered or enchanted or. There's nothing spectacular about it other than, some, right at the hilt. There's some draconic type,
Like engravings.
etching
Okay.
type stuff.
Okay.
But it's not. It doesn't appear to be. There's nothing on it that would lead you to think that
Right.
I should really keep this down.
Right. Okay.
Unless you just want a good steak knife.
Yeah. I'll leave it. But
As far as I know, there's
don't know
a
why
spell,
I
there's an arcane focus.
Right.
It's a small orb,
okay.
Right.
and there's 2 scrolls of mage armor.
Okay. I will. Let's add the 2 scrolls of mage armor to the bag. I don't know if
And
someone
then-
could use them or.
Yeah.
The poison's also
Yeah.
very nice.
That's really cool.
Trying to think.
You never know.
I don't
Did you go to
know.
school for that?
Not for this, but I did take Intro to Photoshop and Advanced Photoshop, so basically pro.
Super Photoshop Pro. Super Photoshop Pro, yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I've done stuff. I did tattoo for him.
Did you ever see his tattoo?
The 2 birds, 1 cup.
What did you say?
2 birds, 1 cup.
Yeah, like a feeder.
Yeah, there's nothing else on here.
Okay.
You guys are weird.
Okay.
You don't know.
I know what that is, unfortunately.
You want to put on your body.
It's been a long
Permanently.
time.
I'm not saying
No,
it's
you
bad.
didn't.
I'm just.
Yeah,
those are the
somebody had me
jokes.
Google it a long time
2
ago.
girls, 1 cup.
Caleb,
Don't
there's a
do it.
reason
Don't
why
do it.
I haven't
No, I'm not
done
going
it on
to.
my
I
body
just-
yet. Like
it's-
literally every time.
I
it's
like
gross.
it.
Yeah, it's like
I don't think
it's
it's
like
on the
Everyone's
internet
having
anymore.
sex in the air,
Oh, it's
even
not?
though they're
I would imagine. I
like
would hope
here.
not. Well, I guess they have worse stuff on.
well, yeah. It's like one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life.
I could guess.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why it's not on my body.
Okay.
That's terrible.
I want to
So-
erase that from my mind.
What's next?
Joe, don't take me seriously on that.
It's
I only
both
watched
you
like
and
a
Jordan
short
Whoa, what did I
snippet.
do?
Take
What
it
am
very
I doing?
seriously.
saying birds having sex in the air with my tattoo.
I have yet to say that. Thank you
I
very
have
much.
yet to say that.
That is
That
a
was on
lie.
the
It's coming. Okay?
I mean, I've thought about it lots of times, but I've not said it.
I haven't said
I
it
did
yet.
not message you that,
We're
okay?
not there yet.
You didn't get a swallow, so you know it's okay.
African or European.
It was just a nice pair of tits.
I do not know where the rails have appeared.
I
But it appears that the rails are gone.
Those are
Here,
birds.
Here,
They're
and say I
birds.
did
They are
not draw a
birds.
pair of tits for him.
It was for Caleb. It was for Caleb.
At no point in my life have I ever drawn
They're birds.
tits for another man.
They're birds.
Now that I understand, but still. Well, that's why it's mature, people. You were warned before you started the stream. All right. Next.
What? Now I'm curious. What tattoo?
Now I'm
is it?
curious.
Okay.
I'm curious
I'll pull it
about
up.
these tits.
Oh.
Is it a bearded tit?
No, it's yellow.
The bearded tits are yellow. They have the
Oh.
yeah.
What
It's
are you
real-
talking
What kind of
about?
tits are you talking
Oh,
about?
what about the blue tits?
Yeah, those are just regular tits. Now we have to
They're
find
birds.
these.
They're birds.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to stick around for next page.
You are. I'm
Okay.
just waiting.
Not worth it.
What's next, guys?
Mr. Wizard Friend,
I think we're turning somebody into Red Wizard.
would you like to be
Bara.
As Bara.
as barded, Joes?
As
Would
Barded
you like
Joe's
to
because
look
he
like a
barded
red
him.
wizard?
Yeah.
Isn't that a woman?
No.
No.
Jose.
That's
No,
me.
that's the wearer of purple.
One of us.
Both
is a
of the
lady.
wearers of purple that you have encountered were both women.
Okay.
Your mom.
the-
And you have
the purple
Our
robes.
robes.
And
What?
Pandora has a set of purple
Oh,
robes.
that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
And
Is that a card room?
Zenrik has a set of
State
purple
bird
robes.
From,
The nicer set is what Zenrik's
Greg
wearing
and
to
was born in
impersonate
State bird, Oklahoma, so.
Resmere.
Oh,
Resmere.
Very cool.
The red wizards
Also known
of
as the
Thay
bearded.
are what these wizard robes are. They have really high collars, you know, they're real fancy. And if you
There's
were
also
to
birds
don
with
them
titmouses.
and then be
Great.
disguised,
Where's
you'd
it
end up
from?
with a bald head with some,
Joe, I think your tattoo is.
you know,
Wait,
tattoos
is
or
that from
whatever.
England?
Who?
Are you from
Joe, I
England?
You can always make fun.
So are you wanting to look like a red wizard of Thay, or are you going to...
Do you want to look
Reserve
like
that for
Asbara
later.
Jose? That's what I'm shooting for.
That's
Sure.
correct. You want to look like
Nice
Asbara?
little chin there.
Sure.
Great.
Double chin, but you think that's too much, man. I was like, dang it.
It doesn't look like you... It looks like you're just put on red
Oh,
robes.
beautiful.
So,
You don't look like Asbara
There
does.
was literally
It's
everyone
like
there, too,
loose.
so-
You just have red robes on if you'd like to keep them on.
Little dots flying all over.
I can try again later.
Okay.
We just murdered someone now.
Maybe
so-
maybe you can try tomorrow.
Yeah.
For now, you have a set of red robes. Or actually, the party has two sets. Are you going to put them in the bag?
I don't know if he's wearing one.
Are
Hey.
you keeping it on,
Hey,
Joe?
Bagman, that's you.
I mean,
Oh,
I don't
What?
have any
She's got the
perception of how good it looks. I just am wearing it.
Right, you
So-
look like a.
So,
Red
as far as
wizard.
what you think,
You look like a really
So,
old
I
man
guess that would
in a
come
set of
to
red
what-
robes.
as far as what we think,
We think he's going to do his best. We would have to do our perception to see what we think if it matches. Otherwise, he looks like Isbara to us,
I
right?
think he
So
looked
what
really
did you
good.
roll?
Oh, 1.
Okay, he
Plus-
looks no. He's not fooling anyone into thinking he's a red wizard of theft.
So even us, we are like, no, that is horrible.
If he rolls a 1, it means that he didn't do anything to disguise him. That is a
pencil
fail.
thin mustache.
Unless, well, I mean, what's your bonus?
I don't know. What's my bonus?
What's your bonus for deception?
Oh, for deception?
Yeah.
7. So I get an 8.
So you got an 8.
So at an 8,
So
he thinks he did a
I'm
good
not-
job. He doesn't know because he can't see himself.
Yeah.
So
But
then
I'm
that
sure
means
there
we'd
are
have to
mirrors.
roll.
Sure, roll.
So
Roll
we would roll
perception.
perception to see if we think that
Sure.
Please roll.
I got a nat 20.
I agree with that. Okay.
Okay. So you know that it's right.
Like,
that
no,
it's
that is horrible.
I'm pretty sure.
Like
I
Zenric.
something.
My
Okay,
feelings
I
are
take
hurt.
this rhodes off.
What
That's
do
what I'm saying. You know that this is BS.
Garbage.
That was my first nat 20. I'm.
You know the other
I
guys
take
have
the rope
never
off.
given you a 20. So
Yeah, they have.
There you go.
Just when he didn't need them.
Yeah, every single roll has been first.
Anytime
He
he's...
always gets them at the beginning of the night when he's like dicking around, throwing dice at the microphone.
right.
And
I think I'll roll some
he
dice
doesn't get them during gameplay.
100% accurate.
just think I'll roll. Hey, look, there's a nat 20. Hey, look, there's a nat 20.
You gotta warm 'em up.
There's a nat 20.
Right?
There's a nat
That's a
20.
good warm up. I've microwaved this one a few times.
Yeah. Yeah. Joe, do you work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just wondering.
We'll wrap up shortly. So what are we doing in this room? Closing the door? Burning the
I
bodies?
don't know.
I think we need to
The
throw the snow off the...
tossing this one can be swept off into the wind and
Yeah.
let the wind carry it, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, wait, yeah, because he's snow. I was
Snow.
thinking he was a dead body. Still. I was like, oh, gosh. I didn't know we were actually going to
That's
throw him off
good
the edge.
because
Yeah.
No,
he
or we
can
just rid him in ash
technically
and
be
just, like,
repaired, so getting rid of him would be good.
I want to thaumaturgy that and just all over.
Oh, you said he can be
Oh
repaired?
my god. We're gonna be like Scarface's cocaine, just
So... it's just, you got a little red wizard on you.
It just melts when it gets on you. You're warm.
So, wait, so,
So if
you're
this
saying
body
they
is
can, like,
naked-
regenerate?
No, they don't. He can
so
be
if he
recreated.
takes that snow to an alchemical lab, it can be repaired into a new or the same whatever that word was. Simulacrum.
Can it be under someone else's control?
In other words,
Like, if
can
we
you
recreate, are they like, oh,
You,
at this
you
point-
have to have
at
the
this
spell
point, he's
to
at this
cast
point you have to be
simulacrum
able to,
to make
cast
it.
Yeah.
Does your wife
But-
know it? Can you put it in your bag?
well, what
Give
I'm,
him a jar of
what
snow.
I'm saying is, say we did bring him back to life, could we potentially
Wait,
use
T
him
for
later?
time out.
Ours.
Does anybody have a magic hat? I've seen this before in children's stories.
Okay,
You just
so
put
I'm
a
just gonna let
magic
you
hat.
know. Here's a
we need a
here's
button nose.
here's a general understanding. Okay, it would cost you 3,400 gold.
We're good.
That's easy.
Yeah. Challenge
So-
accepted.
The answer is no. It is a pile of snow. It's not coming back. That's the end of it.
All right.
You're done.
I can't wait till you write the next Frosty the Snowman story.
Yeah. What if we put a magic hat?
It's not coming back, kids.
It's not coming back. It's a
Carrot
pile of
nose?
snow.
All right.
Even as you're sitting here, it's already starting to kind of melt and puddle up.
Guys, what do you want to do with Esbara's body?
Throw it off the castle.
So you have a dead body, naked dead body sitting on the ground.
She'd put it under my bed.
Launch it.
You want to launch it?
It's gonna smell.
Use
I
it
can leave
for
the
bait
necklace.
for the vampire.
That's a good idea.
Oh.
I like it. Oh,
That's interesting. I didn't
wait.
see that.
How many?
Wait.
There's only one vampire that we know of.
Yeah.
Yes, but
We can use it to keep it occupied
And
if we wanted to do something else.
Well, frame the vampire. Start a war between the two. And watch it all burn.
I like
Snap!
that. That is a really good.
All right, chuck it
That's
out
right.
there, and then I'll convince the cultists that we need to fight this vampire.
Yep. And then sit back and watch it all.
Watch them all die to this
Yeah.
vampire. So it takes care of the cultists for
Slowly
us.
shut the door.
I wonder if I can. get him to open their door.
Make cuts on his body so it looks like it's been like mauled.
Okay. You think I'm gonna go to the bathroom. This is very interesting.
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
That is a really cool idea.
I want to kill the vampire. Maybe we could throw the vampire off the edge.
Let's bring a
All
giant
three
out
of
to
us.
the edge and see how many would it take to thaumaturgy scare him over the
Tell
edge.
an ogre to grab the vampire and jump off. You're like, okay.
Command. Command is a one-word thing.
I have suggestions.
Yeah.
He won't do anything that'll harm themselves.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can get the body over there and then get the people to open their door to come out.
And while she's...
Because I can
You're
thaumaturgy
Reznir.
over there.
Yeah, you can be like,
Well, everybody get out there. We need
Look what
help.
happened. Something like that.
yeah, the vampire is, but we'd have to leave the robes on his body. But we still have another set of robes. So.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe the vampire ate the robes really fast.
I don't know.
Robes first. How do you eat a wizard of things?
Yeah.
Robes first.
Robes first.
Duh.
I'm just thinking.
Every vampire knows this.
Yeah.
Joe didn't hear that, did he? Hello?
I'm back.
Did you hear what we said?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we said...
I was basically saying use the body as bait for the vampire.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Oh.
I just missed the last 3 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So I guess we redress his robe back on him, or even put the other one... Not his, put the other red robe on him.
I'd put his on.
Do you guys think we could fight the vampire?
No.
I don't know.
I wouldn't risk it yet.
I just need a little bit of heals and I'm ready.
I'd like to heal as well.
So then we have to wait till the next night.
Yeah.
I can pop a heal or two.
I mean, you have lay on hands.
Yeah, up to
Touch
25.
yourself.
I can touch myself 25 times.
Well,
Once, 425.
Why would we use our own spells?
Yeah.
When we have healers. I've got spells.
Um,
I've got 2 more level 2s.
I've got 2.
well, that's not a spell, though.
And
That's like
4
a
level 1s.
ability.
No, it's an ability. That's
Yeah.
not a spell.
So I can give us a little.
I've got 2 level 2s and 4 1s, yeah.
I can pop some heals. Why don't we just short rest and roll some dice?
Oh, dang! Now we're talking.
We could, because it still would be dark. And so what are we going to just, like, roll the body out there?
I can...
Murder.
If I have
Yeah,
somebody
why not?
help me throw it, like Pandora,
Okay, what
which
are we
is
doing?
probably the next strongest in our
Yeah.
group,
We're
right?
still deciding.
Who's stronger between you two?
Well, I'm not.
I've got
yeah.
-1 strength.
Yeah, I've got, like,
So you're pretty
-1.
strong
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
great at dancing
I think it's probably
and
Pandora.
juggling
and frolicking.
and frolicking.
Yeah. And
And reading.
Telling
what's your
stories of
strength?
feats of strength.
No. 3. Wait.
Telling stories about
16.
other people.
16.
Oh, you're stronger than I am.
So,
When did you get stronger
Wait,
than
plus
me?
3?
No, it's +3.
+3.
I'm only a +2.
You don't have
Oh.
Wait, what?
wow.
I think you took feats, didn't you?
Instead of pluses to strengths?
We had to with the shield and all that stuff that we did.
Yeah, I was like, that's why.
Okay.
Okay.
That
She
makes more
rolled
sense.
high and then she got
So
her
you could
points.
both, like...
So then, yeah.
Chuck it
So
out
we're
there.
gonna
You could
we're gonna
mage hand
redress.
Yeah.
We're gonna redress him. Is that correct?
Tenzor's floating disc and just
Is this what we'd like to do? Is redress him?
Yeah, I think
30
that'd
feet.
be...
I wonder
Just
if we
put his
could do
robes
that.
back on.
What do you want to do?
We're trying to figure out how. We're planning right now how to get his body out to the vampire.
Well, you could just carry it out there.
I'm not trying to get attacked by a vampire.
Yeah, duh.
I understand.
Wait, you could be invisible, carry it out there, and then run back to the room.
How many spell slots do you think I got?
I don't
Is it a pain in the ass to get invisible again, though?
Yeah, I
It's
don't
a
know.
full spell, levels 2 spell. Yeah, I can't just sorcery points myself back. I mean,
Either
I
way,
can thunder
so-
wave a dead body across the thing.
Either way, we're
Wait.
redressing Esbaro, right? We're
You
putting
just
him
carry
back
it out and
together.
then Misty step back. Couldn't you?
If you get attacked, because we don't know.
Is that a
Because if you go
reaction?
to where your people were, the giants dude that you're talking to, you know, and then go across and drop the body.
Okay, so here's the thing: we have to make sure nobody sees me carrying this body as well.
I don't think anybody's out at night except
No.
for a vampire.
Yeah, no one goes outside.
You guys are gonna have to be on the
They said
lookout
no
for
one
this.
goes- Don't go outside because
Yeah.
of the vampire.
So I'm gonna
Everyone's-
pick. We dress the body, and I'm picking it up right now.
Can we take a short rest for like 20 minutes and get some hit die?
It's like a micro rest. No, it's a short rest is an hour. But that's fine. You could take a rest for an hour. I don't have a problem with that.
So we need to shut the door and lay against it barricaded.
Hody-do. So you're gonna hody-do and shut the door,
You could just go.
and then
Yeah, I don't mind doing that. Immovable rod behind it so it can't open.
yeah, it's fine. Completely.
Watch it
reasonable.
open the other direction.
You do it on the wrong side.
Guys, I got this. It's a pull.
It's a pull. What's this stick doing floating here? So no, that's fine. You take an hour, take a short rest, roll hit dice. Recover whatever you recover in a short rest. That's perfectly fine.
Do you want to?
I mean, that makes sense.
I
It's
don't know if
nine.
I want to fight it or not. I'm just thinking.
Golly.
Don't forget your bar to cook up.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
What's your bar to cook up?
Everybody gets a plus of d6 if he sings.
La, 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 la,
Is that per roll or is that a single roll?
No, it's just one d6.
I've seen.
Are you guys ready for me to sing?
Mhm.
Yeah, I like my women like I like my
Feel
with a little bit of fun,
the
yeah.
love tonight.
Yes, go on.
That's the only line I know.
And a d6.
Wait a minute.
I'm at full health.
5. What is this?
Hey, 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 ya bum bum booey.
And then he goes. "Ba la ba la la bum bum, dun, dun. Ba la 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 bum bum, sa, sa, si, dun."
Ooh. Skills that have short rest have been reset.
Come sail away,
Come
sail away, come sail away with me.
Oh, good. I can charm people again.
Yeah, we're trying. We're sailing on a castle right now.
Come sail away with me. He's trying to be singing, but he's not singing, so I have to sing on
Oh,
his behalf.
would you like me to?
You're supposed to be singing to get them their d6. Somebody needs to.
Na la 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 la. Na 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 na. That's all I know. Take my cat and leave your sweater.
Take.
Oh wait. Hold on. I know this one. Caleb, are you ready?
No,
Caleb,
do not do it. No.
are you ready?
No.
Bum 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 bum.
Mr.
Bum
Sandman.
bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman, bring me some sand. Dum dum dum.
Bring me some sand. Make me two boobies that they'll understand.
Because
Please make them.
your
Please
Resmere.
make them perky and no one will know. Mr. Sandman, bring me some boobs. Yeah, that's what Thylak was singing, you know, to get him all set up so he
I
could have
have
his singers.
sand boobs because I'm dressed like a dragon chick. Like I'm straight up in costume.
That
I'm a
was
dragon
The
chick.
best quote I've ever heard, I think.
Yeah,
Is that your new
Sand
band name?
Sand boobs.
Sand boobs.
Not Sandpit.
No, I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be dressed like a dragon chick.
Okay, so you're going to pick up this body and you're going to drag it out where it can be found? Is that correct?
Do you want to?
Why? Okay.
Do we want to make it look like it's been mauled?
I think he's still getting his short rest.
I'm so confused at this.
What?
It's not like it's. I haven't been using it on the computer, so it's different. But
You have to
I know I clicked on it for my Sacred Oath stuff,
And then it should ask you to spend any hit dice.
but it doesn't. No, I'm two separate things. Because when I did this, when I did the short rest,
Yeah.
it gave me option of Sacred Oath, reset maximum HP changes during this rest.
Okay.
So I look up Sacred Oath, but it doesn't specify enough about it to tell me anything. That's why I was like, I forgot I even had that for that. But I don't think. And that's where
Does
I'm
it say
confused.
recover and then Sacred Oath?
It says reset max HP for Sacred
Underneath that. So your Sacred Oath is
But
a
my
short
Oath
rest.
of Vengeance is the thing.
Is a short rest ability.
Yeah.
Like I have, it says recover and it says enthralling performance, and then underneath that it says recess maximum HP during this rest.
Right.
So enthralling performance is a short rest ability that I have, so it will reset that.
Oh, and I never use them. Oh, okay. So it's saying to reset that during.
Well, I mean, if you just click that button, it'll just put you back to max health.
So what are your Oath of Vengeance?
Yeah, that's why I'm confused.
Okay, so hold on.
Sorry, guys.
Pretty good.
It's not. I don't remember reading it. It wasn't like that on my phone when I had it before. That's why I'm confused.
I think the issue is that you waited a year and a half to do anything paladin related.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Paladins have abilities and you don't use any.
There's nothing. They're all concentration. Every one of them. So you can use like one, and then if you use anything else, it breaks it. That's the only thing I hate about it.
Makes sense.
Like, it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just if I do that, that's it.
What is it called?
So it's
So go to
Sacred
his
Oath.
features and traits, and if you scroll down, there's probably something that says, if you use this, click this box, and it'll say short rest next to it. So it will reset that on a short rest. Whether he uses it or not, it will still list it there as something that will be reset on a short rest.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't see anything that would do that.
What's the name of your Sacred Oath? Because Sacred Oath is like your third level.
Right. So when I click this short rest.
Right.
So then
Is
it
it
said to
Ancient,
get rid of.
Conquest, Crown, Devotion?
Watch this. Ready?
Right there,
Sacred
Sacred
Oath.
Oath. So if you use that, you click it, right? And that will activate it saying you've used it. So then if you hit short rest, it will take it away. Whether you use it or not, that will still show up.
So then what's the point of this?
What's the point? What is your Sacred Oath? What is it called?
I've got Oath of Vengeance.
That's just letting you know what, because if you have multiple things that are reset on a short rest, it tells you, lists everything that's will reset. Because if you hit full rest, go hit long rest. And it says 3 hit die, level 1 spell, 3 lay on hands. That's everything that will be reset. Whereas short rest, only Sacred Oath is reset.
Oh, that's what that's.
Yeah, that means nothing.
So
That
then
means-
what's that's weird. It doesn't make sense why they put that. That's why I'm confused. That doesn't.
It
That's
does,
weird.
because it's like, okay, if this is a short rest and you're gonna get max health no matter what, just click this button and it'll reset your health back to full.
But why
Because you
is
can short rest multiple times between long rests, but you can only get your Channel Divinity or whatever back once per long rest. So you're saying I'm resetting it this time so that I don't reset it next time because I can only do it once per long rest.
I mean that makes sense. It's just not how I read it on. Like that's not how it shows on this.
Right,
That's all.
they don't go
goofy.
together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
why it's goofy.
It's all good. It's just, that's something that'll be reset on short rests. So if you use that spell, wherever it went,
Right
further
here.
down, yeah. If you use that Channel Divinity action, boom.
Right. Okay. Then that's
It'll
different.
reset. So Channel Divinity, you get 2 Channel Divinities. You can do Abjure Enemy.
Right, but
Or
it's
Vow of
but
Vengeance.
Sacred Oath.
Oh, no.
So that's that's Oath of
Oh, you
Vengeance,
don't
and then
trust
those are the subcategories of Oath of Vengeance.
No,
does that.
right.
Uh-huh.
So your Oath of
I saw
Vengeance
your-
gives you 2 uses of your Channel Divinity options, which are Abjure and Vow of Enmity.
Okay, so it's just worded weird on the short rest part, but I was doing it right then.
Okay.
So I'm good. So yeah, so I am.
Oh, you have to remind me during the workday.
So yeah, so I'm picking up that body and walking that way, but I'm waiting to make sure they check hallways, make sure nobody's out, that sort of thing. They're all looking.
Nobody's in the hallway, and you can tell that there's the fog that normally is out in the main courtyard. It's kind of a lighter fog here in the hallway. It's just kind of almost like a really light mist. But as you walk back down the hallway to go out into the main courtyard, it gets thicker and thicker as you go out there. As you approach the main courtyard.
And you went out the door next to my room, right?
Okay, so I did 1, 2. Okay. My health is all the way back where.
So where are you?
Okay.
Where are you attempting to take this body?
So goal is. I'm following the group right now. Technically, is where I'm going. But if we were coming out of here, they're checking this for nobody, right? For make sure there's no people.
Okay.
And then.
So everybody's with you? It's not you? That was you.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh no, it's not just me because they're the ones that are on lookout in front of me. I'm carrying a body. I'm not gonna go walk out by myself because not here. Here doesn't matter.
Okay, so
Out here
everybody.
is solo.
Okay, I gotta have everybody's attention then. So, which direction are you all going? Are you headed down this direction, or are you heading out this direction?
How would you guys like to do that? I'm just carrying the body, and you guys are my lookouts.
Probably
I mean,
no,
order of
like-
operations is everything here.
I would probably say long hallway.
Well, as long as we can see that other door over there.
What other door?
Which one are you trying to find?
That door.
You want to see this door.
So this one would be fine then.
Yeah.
So you're
I think that'd be
headed.
the safer.
So you're headed for this door.
We're headed for like the middle.
What are options coming out that way?
Well-
What doors?
Well, we're
Yeah.
here, and we're
You're
working
coming
our way
out
out
here.
here. We can either come this way or this way.
I mean, if we go that way, we might be less likely to be seen. I don't know if the giants.
But we
are
have
still
more
in that
square
area.
footage and more cover space if we.
The giants were in here.
I guess they may not. I mean, they may not mind.
They may. Well, we don't.
Why would they be there?
It's night. No one's outside.
We don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
We haven't
Yeah,
done
that's-
any investigation to see who's where.
I mean,
Like we don't know who's where. That's what I'm saying. So if I'm just carrying this body,
Well, no one's is going to be over here. So you can open the door. And,
right,
like,
because
we can
this
go
even
is
the
look
the
around.
giants or
stables.
anybody else?
These are the stables,
okay.
and these are the like
We
barracks.
would have more area covered here versus going out. And then
Yeah,
open
because
over
right
there.
here it's very limited.
Like we're at least we're covered if we're going in through that space.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, and
that's
there's
my
nobody else
rationale.
in this area for us.
We're gonna
No.
take that game.
Okay.
ball
We've
and
murdered
make
both
it
of them.
Well, then we'll go. Well, yeah, let's go that way. I'm following you guys. Whatever.
I mean, I can
Like,
look
we
out.
can
I
walk.
can X-ray the door before we go through.
Okay.
You see
Nothing.
Dick.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's like a heavy cloud.
A dick. I see a dick.
No, I'm just saying you see nothing of
Yeah.
this material. What's your walking order? So
I'd
Ollie
be,
is
I'd
claiming-
probably be somewhere in the middle, just because I'd
I'll
want
be
the
the-
most of
I'll be the
cover
last.
from one way or the other. If that
I
makes
want to
sense.
be second to last.
Oh. Okay.
I guess
I'll be
front.
second to last. Okay.
So
like that?
more
I said,
like.
I'll be first, I guess. Just point me where I'm going.
No,
Oh,
I'm
I
fine.
don't want to be in the front.
Wait, that's you,
Yeah, that's me.
Too bad.
Panda. Why are you back?
No, I really don't want to be in the front.
I'll go
Just do
first.
This doesn't
You
matter.
have
This
a
is
higher
fine.
AC.
This is fine. Doesn't
I'll
matter.
go first.
Okay.
I don't care.
We're just gonna do that.
Yeah, that
That's
works.
fine.
Okay.
The hallway's
What's
wide
your
enough to
AC?
not do that.
Let the
16.
wizard tank it.
16.
We're the same.
Oh, I thought you had higher.
No.
No, it no longer has a shield.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can change swords.
Resmir's in front, so I'm
You
gonna
can
open the
you
door
can
and
always
peek
change
out.
your sword to your other one.
What if if somebody comes up behind me? At least I can try and do something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how dare you?
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. We're gonna then. Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, and it's gonna have like
I'm so out of it.
the scale.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just
And
kind
then
of
I'm gonna,
fading out.
and then I gotta say,
Just punch
they
him
do
right in the
that
throat later.
Yeah,
right here.
While he's
I don't-
driving.
I'm gonna be
That's
honest.
smart.
I don't think they're gonna be able to go that detailed, but
Choice.
Hey, you get
They
all
Find the right
about.
artist, you
Fine.
could.
Yeah.
if you find the right artist, they can
Yeah.
make it look good.
No, I'm all for that. All right. So
I'm gonna-
that's the marching order.
I'm gonna peek the door open. Yeah.
Okay. So you peek the door open.
I'm gonna
Like
go.
out, like you're headed. We'll call it west for lack of a better description. And so you're peeking out the
I just
door.
want to go see if the giants are over there.
It's foggy. You don't see the giants.
Even if I go out the thing and like go into their
Do we
little
hear
area.
anything?
Yeah, you can feel your way along the wall, right? And you can go in there. It's a little less obscured when you're in there. You can see the chest and the table. They're not there. It's a little less obscured in that area.
Okay.
I want to say, because I can tie a rope to you so you can find your way back easily.
Well, yeah, I mean you can do that, but I'm just going along the wall.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
I'll come
Oh,
back
I didn't
and
know.
say, yeah, that there's nobody out there, and it's a really dense fog.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you're in a cloud. It'd be like walking in a cloud. You're IFR.
Yeah, we're using infrared, baby.
You're like,
Instrument flight rules.
yes, it's instrument flight rules. You're in a cloud. At night, it's like a cloud descends on the castle.
So
Although before we put, I think we need to
tie a rope around him, and that way he
Yeah.
can.
Scream well.
Yeah, but we also, I think we need to make the body look like it's been mauled.
Mangled.
Yeah.
Well, it'll probably mangle it itself.
Actually, we need to make it look like it's been exsanguinated.
There
Yeah.
you go.
That's the word. Throw an egg salad sandwich on him.
What is that word? I'm sorry, I don't know that word.
Is
I
it
thought
Drained of its blood.
Strain. Okay.
exanderated. What'd you call it?
Sanguine is blood, so exsanguinate is to remove all the blood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want him to be sanguinated so the vampire could drink the blood?
But it would
Well,
still
yeah.
give off the fragrance.
Well, it's about getting everyone around us to think that the vampire killed this person, right?
Oh, okay. No, I
Right.
see what you're saying. No, now I understand. I misunderstood. I thought you were actually trying to,
Yeah.
like,
So
I think if we give him a
Feed
couple
him.
cuts and
some
then just chuck him out there.
so
Yeah.
do we know anything of where this vampire actually is?
We know he comes
All
out.
around us.
He comes
Yeah,
out
Like
the
well,
we
courtyard.
don't know. We know she comes out, right?
Yeah, but we know she comes
Probably
to the
watching
courtyard
us right now.
because
It's
they had
omnipotent.
because they had people that were killed in that area.
T for timeout. If we get them to think Rezmir's dead, and then rumor spreads
Not
that,
Rezmir.
or whatever, this dude's dead,
Aspara.
then we can
That's
no
fine.
longer use him to
Right.
our advantage as a decoy
We could use
of us being one of them. Us being him.
Well, he's
Well,
not
the
really
Red
a decoy
Wizard.
because he's dead.
We still have the Red Wizard. Maybe we can
I don't know who.
mangle the
Yeah,
body.
but how
so-
far
who
up is
exactly are
as
you trying to
the contemplation?
to?
The
Right, I don't know
trying
if
to
there'd be
convince-
anybody
The
left.
contemplation is we can't use Aspara to our advantage if we make an Aspara.
I don't know. We're not in the next book, so I don't know how well this will carry.
That's what
over.
I'm saying. So you're trying to say, like, at some point,
If we need an
What point
Aspara,
story arc later on,
Hmm.
if we say this person
Need
is
to.
murdered, when we say we can be him,
Right.
we can't be him anymore.
just like the snowman we just melted away, there's probably going to be another one.
Yeah. I see what you're
Well,
saying.
that was a pretty easy fight.
We
If
could
that's
mangle.
what Joseph-
We could mangle his body so badly that they wouldn't know.
So then,
I mean,
What should we do?
if you're becoming a dismembering kind of people, I mean, it's kind of making the campaign turn a little differently than I thought. But
I feel well. No, I mean, I
I'm
feel
not going
like
to tell you no.
I feel like if we, start a war between the cult and the vampire, they might do everything for us. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but they answer to me. They have nothing to do with that.
But if they killed a high-ranking, you could order them.
yeah, but
You're Rezmir. You could say, "We are taking this person out."
Yeah, but I don't know the relationship with the vampire and the
Giant,
giant. I'm
That's a
assuming if
fine
he's
question.
allowed in the castle, then they're probably friends.
possibly.
or frenemies.
Or frenemies.
It's
Friends
possible.
with benefits.
That's
But
why they're locked in the tower.
If Rezmir was, but people might start to question where Asbarajos is
In his
if he-
room, studying.
all day, every day.
That's what they've been doing. Both of them have been locked in the room. Like, I'm not worried about people going and looking for them at all. Like, we can chuck that body off the side.
I don't know if we need to draw the vampire out.
And while we're talking, I'm still holding this body.
But you're twice as strong, so it's no big deal for you.
Yeah, you're just like,
So I'm like removing one hand. I'm like, It's like-
just put it on, rest it on your tusks. Just
I don't know.
You're working out your neck. You're like,
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. I'm down for whatever.
I mean,
But-
He tried to attack me, so at this point it doesn't matter to me.
yeah.
He's already
Are you
dead.
going
so-
out into the? Are you going to take this body out into the courtyard, or are you going to throw the body over the side?
Throw him off the damn castle and let's go yeet this vampire.
I don't know if we wanted. I mean, you did bring up a good point. I don't know if we want to kill the vampire. That's the thing.
I don't know, man. We just kicked the shit out of everything that we've faced. So
Pretty much, but we need to wipe the
super scary
castle.
vampire.
And that's
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying.
think you're gonna have more fun shooting fireballs into the
Fog of
I
unknown.
into the cult area.
I like the idea of letting the vampire do the work for us.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do that.
With Rezmir. I mean, if
You're just saying words, Derek.
So I'm just asking the question: are you putting the body in the courtyard, or are you throwing the body off the side? That's the decision. Let's take a vote. There's 5 of you.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
Everyone.
all roll odds or evens. Whatever
Everyone-
gets more.
Everyone for throwing off the body off the side of the building.
I kind of wanted to.
Okay, so that's
All
4
right.
for throwing off the side of the side.
All
of the
right.
If you'd like to, you could jump off with it.
To make sure it goes off.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that way it doesn't.
But we
So, that's fine. We'll retract.
Okay.
We're gonna take the outfit, and I'm
Sure, take
tossing him
outfit.
over the edge.
Okay. And the body is now disposed of.
Did it scream?
No. No, it kind of made up.
He misty stepped back in as a reaction.
Oh my.
All right. So, yeah. As he went up, kind of fluttered in the wind a little bit as he rolled. It's like,
He helicoptered. He helicoptered.
like arms are flailing around. Like he gets
Oh, there's
on like
something else
this.
flailing around.
I said, watch this. As I threw him.
You spun him as you threw him off the
Right.
edge. Like he's one of those helicopter
I imagine
plants.
like one of the Sky Dancer dolls, like little girls have it sort of thing.
Yeah, but then this way I got some, you know,
We
while
delivered
he's
that
dropping,
So,
that spin is gonna send
So
him.
Asbara's body
I would like to put light
hits
on
the
it so
ground.
that way we can see it as it goes down.
So you see a light just fall.
Oh my gosh.
How long
And
does that
about-
light last?
Till I
about
take it off.
60 seconds later, you see the light like explode like a, like a whole bunch of pieces.
There's a lot of little lights.
Like a almost like a
It's a fireworks show.
like sparkles, you know, they kind of go out, and eventually there's not enough individual mass, so the light goes out.
Jeez.
That's fine.
So that is disposed of. You have 2 sets of red wizard robes,
That's
In
fair.
leveling.
and you are inside. So
Oh.
what is the next? What's the next?
Who's the next fight, guys?
Well, we have to take out everyone in this castle.
If we just
basically.
sit out here, the vampire will find us.
If
Why?
you just sit out in the courtyard, the vampire will.
We're not
find
in the
you.
We're not-
courtyard.
yeah.
Oh, you're saying
Because
you
y'all
want
went back in. Y'all went back inside the
the room.
wizard room.
We're in the hallway somewhere now.
Right now, you're in the hallway, and the doors
Yeah.
are shut, so
Right.
you can kind of see through this mist. Pretty much.
We need to get rid of the dragon.
Yeah, our
But
enemies are
they can
dragons.
fly.
Dragons? Cultists?
Yeah.
So I mean,
Afraid
I
of
don't
shit.
know if the
The vampire.
vampire is our enemy or not.
She did. Well, I think Blaggeth was whatever. Didn't he say he did? Actually, I think
He
did
told us
say
something
there
about
was something
don't-
about,
we don't
like,
wanna-
I'll tell you more about that later.
yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you should have that conversation.
Yeah.
Why don't you roll history?
Well, no, that's what Blanket told us.
He did
to.
actually say that.
Why don't you roll history?
All right. Seriously. It is 12.
Okay. you remember him talking about. You remember that you had offered to eradicate this vampire from the castle. You remember him saying, I don't know anything about your ability yet.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how to respond to that.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
you remember.
Okay.
He was, I mean, to your credit,
Yeah.
he was kind of vague.
Yeah.
But specifically, he mentioned him
Our
not
abilities.
understanding your ability. So
Okay.
he couldn't really
Give us an idea.
give you an answer.
Probably leave it alone for now.
It's fine with me.
We could use other bodies.
Yeah,
Bodies
like
of
the
float.
cultists you're about to fireball. Because we could totally just like hide inside the bodies, and then you could grapple it.
And then jump off the castle.
Okay, what are we doing?
Do we want to...
Midnight. Make a decision so we can plan for next week. What are we doing?
For whatever.
And at what
Yeah,
time
for
is
whatever.
it in game right now?
Like midnight, 2 a.m.
Do we want to...
Yeah, we'll say maybe 11.
I'd rather deal with cultists and then do
Yeah.
that. Because
But
then
how
you
are
can
we
be
gonna-
like, hey, I murdered all the cultists. Can I take on your vampire too?
But can we safely get over to the barracks?
But
Who says we have to do it right now?
What's your definition of safe? Like, we can kill everything.
yeah, but here's the thing.
Yeah, straight up.
Here's the
if we
thing. Why are
wanted
we
to.
why are we trying to take out the rest of the cultists for him in the castle right now? Because he
We
doesn't
wanted
care that
to.
they.
The cultists aren't even our final goal. Like, we're
Right,
trying
right,
to stop the rise of Tiamat.
This isn't anything because we said we can still. We told him that we could give him the information, which we got the ledger.
But he wanted us to eradicate the...
Yeah, he asked us to murder
basically.
everybody.
Yeah.
He said, I need you to clean up the castle.
Right.
He's
Right.
wanting
I
proof.
just didn't remember that. I'm
That's
sorry.
why...
Yeah,
I didn't remember that part.
Right.
The deal for him to trust you is, remember he went back and was talking about how strength equals strength.
Right. Okay.
He said to a giant, strength is strength. And he's like, prove to me you're strong enough that you can do these things. He's like,
Oh, we should have
You-
5v1'd him.
you run everybody off, and our deal's good.
Yeah.
Basically, he wants you to prove your ability.
Right.
He wants the cult gone. He wants the dragon gone. He wants the wizards gone.
Right.
If you do those things, he considers that proof of your ability
Right.
to deliver. And there he's like, all right, then I'll
So, are you able to do anything out? Because they're sleeping, right?
Mhm.
They're here. Are you able to do anything out front here? Wherever you might be as Resmir, in other words, a image of something, whatever.
I did too. I thought
Hey.
lots of things.
Help that person, and it's the fake.
Right. If you call out...
fake vampire. All these guys can. You're telling
They
them
all
what to
run
do.
out.
Prestidigitation is 10 feet. Thaumaturgy is 30.
Yeah, so if you call out, could you have them come running out of the barracks and...
Will you close your eyes for a minute?
It's not a touch screen. It's not a touch screen.
You touched the screen. That's the one thing that he hates more than anything.
He died.
Close your eyes for a minute.
He wish he could have in that moment.
He just
He
died
didn't
inside.
see
You
that.
said, "Close your eyes real quick."
Well, I was just trying to drag it up. I do it on mine all the time. So you're doing this?
Jordan
You
just.
crushed
Hey,
him.
Jordan.
Good, he didn't touch my screen.
Trying to look at your.
That's funny.
He's doing lots of scrolling.
I'm trying to look at his.
What is it?
Oh, sorry.
Can
I'm
you
just kidding.
enthralling
That looks
performance
really
of
good.
vampire? No, probably not.
Eric, can you tell what it is now?
Oh, actually, go back.
I like it.
one
Just
better.
suggest at it.
Hmm.
Don't hurt me.
That looks way better.
I
That's
need to,
tell him
I need to do
friends.
the outside, but
There you go. Cantrip coin.
Hold on, I think I found what I'm looking for. Don't open yet.
heck yeah, mate.
Jordan! Oh, that's cute. Where's that D20 going?
right in the center of the eye.
The eye hole.
The eye hole.
Okay, that is interesting. All right.
And my computer's busted out.
I was verifying
Plug
some
it
of your
back.
spells.
The warding wins.
Hmm?
The warding wins.
Yeah, you knew what I was looking at.
The reason
Do what?
So you know what I was looking at.
No, I don't.
Can we?
I didn't look at all. I'm assuming it's warding winds. I don't know what you were looking for.
Oh, okay. Let's just.
Wait a minute.
I'm looking at what
Use
your
your pine
capabilities
cone
are.
to disguise us.
It's a scent only.
Yeah. If she's hunting by scent.
Is that the only way she hunts? I don't know how
I
she
don't
sees.
know. I'm just,
Well, I mean, that's how.
Does
Blood.
she see infrared? Because in this
I don't know.
fog, we're
I'm
totally.
just thinking if
visible.
she can't smell blood. I don't know.
She could see us.
I don't think she's predator.
Well, that's kind of what I'm picturing by Dave's description. When he said vampire, I assume predator.
We could poison a body with that poison.
Or
And then feed
we
it
can
to her.
just go murder the cultists and then deal with it later. I
I think it'd be hilarious to watch her murder all the
I
people.
think it's too much work
To
to try and figure this mess of menagerie up. Got it. I'm gonna go walk out in the fog.
You're just gonna walk out there.
Let's go.
Okay.
What a man.
So where are you walking?
I'm just gonna walk over straight to the other door, and I'm gonna thaumaturgy it over when I'm 30 feet away from it.
So, but you can't see.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna walk all the way to the door.
No, I'm just saying you're walking in that general direction, correct?
That's fine.
Until he runs into something.
Okay.
Like a door.
Let's go. We're doing this
I'm
thing.
also walking. Yep.
So
Alright.
stay in radius.
Oh,
of
We're
me.
doing this apparently, so warding winds. I can see 10 feet all the way around me.
Okay, so you're casting warding winds.
I'm also activating my pine cone.
Okay.
You've activated my trap card.
So when you get about halfway between, you go past the, you go past where the giants are. You kind of leave that last point to now walk across. About halfway between there, as your winds are pushing away, all of a sudden you see a portion of mist that cannot be pushed away.
Awesome. Super neat.
That mist comes right for you, and we're at roll initiative.
Awesome. Glad we can do something.
That's what I was hoping you were going to do.
I didn't want to do this.
Oh,
You're the one who did it.
I know, but we weren't going to do anything else, so...
We were going to talk for a couple more hours and then not do anything. So
Right.
we got the ball rolling.
You're rolling the dice, and so hold on a second. Let me pull this up. And what? Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind me. I got confused. All right. I need. Did I build this one?
Us versus the vampire?
You versus a vampire.
Did you come with us? Hopefully you did.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, everybody decided to walk out. They're like, well, okay, if we're doing this, then we're going to go do it.
Straight.
TPK. TPK.
Yeah, right.
I hope it's not. This will be fun.
Everybody launch your best stuff.
But it won't be easy. At least, well, I say that all the time. I'm like, this will be really, really hard. And then you just like wax over whatever it is I put together. So I really can't speak that way. I've got to watch my mouth because that has bitten me way too many times. Cedric, what is your initiative?
Uh, 22.
Sedova?
16.
Lilac?
10.
Holly?
15.
Pandora?
6.
Pandora's going to be late, but maybe you'll hit like a truck.
I got a 1 with my wonderful dice I just got, and I got a 17 with my old one.
All right.
Ooh.
Bless you.
So you took the difference?
Sir,
No.
Sir,
Let's
Uh.
can you stop? Please.
I don't know where that came from. I didn't choose it.
Okay.
Stop making excuses.
Zenric, there you see it coming, and before you, because you're kind of leading the charge, right? Basically, dropping at your feet is this mist stops and hits the ground and basically becomes a female vampire. It is a very ugly. It is not what the movies tell us from a vampiric.
It's not Edward?
It's not Edward. It's not Chloe.
Does anybody else see this?
Everyone sees this.
Am I gonna be first?
You
You're
were-
gonna hate this.
So, this female form is thin and rather almost wasted away. I mean, her eyes are kind of sallow. She doesn't look fully healthy, right?
Well, yeah, she needs
So-
some blood.
Good thing we didn't feed her.
Well, I just mean she looks undead, right? Like she appears to be an undead. She has ridiculously long fingernails. Her hair is almost like a greasy mat, like a very slicked.
That's why I didn't want to kill her.
And her cheeks are kind of
Yeah.
slightly sunken in, not
You
not-
wanted this.
not
No, I didn't want to
Like
Not what
like
you-
malnourished.
almost, yeah. Like she's like a person who hasn't eaten regularly. So it gives you some insight into like her visage, right? So she's there.
Is it clothing or do we see like ribs, like kind of like?
Oh no, she's clothed, but her clothing appears to be maybe more like rags, like rag-like.
Right.
I think there's a picture I can show you. You can tell that she's an elf.
Can't be as.
This isn't a
white
great
anymore.
picture because this isn't drawn exactly the way I'm drawing it because her
giant
hair's
Doesn't make any sense.
not
to
as
me.
gross. But the rest of her is gross. But she's got clothes on.
Well, that's good.
So, but they're drawing her hair as being like all, Dragon Ball Z. So that's
Yeah, that doesn't look
Oh.
like her husband or his
right.
his
Oh,
wife.
nice.
So it's a little Dragon Ball Z in the hair, but here we go, Joe.
Your.
No, I doubt it.
Cool.
Okay.
I don't know what.
But you can see like, kind of sunken features. Not.
Not lush.
Does that make sense? She's not.
Rush.
She's not well looking. Okay.
Hopefully she will be soon.
She's about to be not well looking.
Okay. The question is, do you want to do this or do you want to wait till next week? Because if you need to work, then this is not going to be quick. I don't think.
Yeah. I don't think I can tonight.
Okay. Well, I have it all saved. I have the order.
Starting with an adventure next time, are we? Adventurers.
Okay,
Mhm.
no mode.
I said no capes.
Perfect.
Crushing
Okay. That is exactly where we'll pick up next week. So, for those of you that are possibly watching, I'm not sure if anyone's watching anymore. Thank you for joining us. It's been fun.
it. The other two.
It's gonna be definitely a.
TPK.
I don't know.
We can
all,
only
you all
hope.
surprise me. It feels like every
I don't know,
time.
man. None of us have. We've had one person do death saves this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
That was when you got dropped and we had to save you.
Yeah.
That was the one time, and we've been close
So
many
we'll
other
see.
times.
I got
We'll
killed
see.
once.
Anyway,
I've been knocked.
No.
see you next week.
See ya.
Bye, stream.
What
Bye,
is it?
Felicia.
Control 1, I think, goes back to the line.